We have Liam Sheedy, Cyril Farrell and Anthony Daly. Gentlemen, you are welcome. Two of you lads joining us here today. And Anthony, your first impressions of this venue. We talked obviously about this yesterday.
Fantastic, Michael. The first thing that struck me was, having played here and been involved here a few times on great big days, was it going to lose something with the new stadium? And in credit to them, it's fantastic. It hasn't lost a thing, but it's so modernised and so comfortable for everybody and really right up there, like a mini Crow Park and lots of ways. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Cyril, the match yesterday was very enjoyable, I have to say, Liam, but at the same time, there was just kind of a little bit of lacking of sort of intensity, despite the fact fellas were saying they were going to bring war. I suspect we're going to have more of that today.
Well, there's no talk about war today, but I can guarantee it'll be more physical and more intense than yesterday. The funny thing is yesterday was all about war and it never took off really at all. It was a lovely game to look at. And going about what's beautiful here, I must say, looking at Liam today, they have a wheelchair place here up in the Premier section, plenty of room for them and seats beside them as well, not only for the wheelchair but for the people with them. I think it's very well done, and it's a credit to all the committees here under Frank Murphy. Like, they've done a fantastic job. You and I were here many moons ago with a plank at 2 blocks, and we're sitting on the plank down, and we heard down bottom here the hard rack is going in, but it's completely bottom, like, but it's still there. But like, it's beautiful. Like, and okay, I'd say yesterday they're slipping a bit. It rained a lot during the week. They want to be careful with the cogs, but I'd say it'll dry out. Like, the more matches on it, probably the better it's going to get.
I wasn't quite sure, Liam, where Cyril was going at that. The wheelchair section, I don't think, what's he expecting here today? You're looking forward to this game, obviously, and we were just saying, there is, I think, well, no, I don't think, there is a bigger crowd here today for this game. And, of course, this rivalry between them as neighbours in the southeast.
Yeah, I think we expected a shootout yesterday. And, in some ways you got it. I mean, there was goal chances clear, a flurry of goal chances. Tip scored 28 points, and, their forward sector were really good. Like, today is all about the middle third. They'll just really, it'll be a meltdown and a battle in there in that middle third. And the question is who can get the quality ball out of that middle third into the forwards and create the scoring opportunities. Like, I do hope we don't get something like, I suppose, back to the league final last year. It was Davy against Derrick in the league final the first day. 15 points all, a dour affair. There was 30 scores and there was 35 wide. So that's the danger when you start to get a matchup like this, because there'll be a huge amount of tactical work and overthinking this going into it. So it'll be interesting to see how they set up, and it'll be interesting to see how the game patterns out. But you'd love to see a goal early on and this thing to open up. But we've got some class players on view and a huge prize at stake again today.
Yeah. How do you think your former colleague is going to play this one from a Wexford point of view today?
Yeah, Michael, I suppose he'd be disappointed really with the Leinster final now. He'd probably accept that it was a great achievement to beat Kilkenny and a milestone for them, already having won 1B. So, it possibly was bonus territory, but at the same time, he wouldn't like to be fading out like that at the end and beating 9. A lot of talk about the Dubs and Kildare. They gave him a good match of it, but still beating 9. But it wasn't quite like that. They probably dominated possession more than that, but didn't put it on the scoreboard and conceded 29 points, which is, you won't be winning too many games conceding 29 points.
All right, lads, well, let's go down pitch side right now to join Joanne Cantwell. And Joanne, no doubt you are looking forward to this, like the rest of us, this very big occasion.
Yeah, there's been this great buzz around Cork since very early today. Clearly the Wexford and Waterford fans taking heed of that warning to arrive early, because they got here very, very early, and that's why we already see the stadium quite full already for this match. Now, they're all looking down at this pitch, probably most of them for the first time. And there was a lot of talk yesterday about a lot of players slipping during that Clare and Tip match. So I spoke to the groundsman at Páirc Uí Chaoimh a little while ago, Stephen Forrest, and he was sitting there and he said he took notes of every slip that happened. He said there were 6 in total from the same 3 players, and each of those players was not wearing a stud as they had been advised to do so, and that he reckons that if they were wearing the stud and it was in the same place as part of the pitch, just 6.5 metres in from the sideline here, if they were wearing a stud, he reckons that those slips wouldn't happen. Obviously a new pitch, it's going to take time for it to bed in anyway. Besides, hopefully we'll be talking about the players on the pitch as opposed to the actual surface itself. So let's get all the team news for Waterford against Wexford with our big match commentator Marty Morrissey.
it's great to be wrote off so much, and everyone has us done that way, but we believe we have a chance, and we're going to go out there and give it everything.
Do you play in that? Have you got things hung up in the dressing room walls?
Listen, sure, there might be bits here and there, so there might, you don't know, but we're looking forward to it, Joanne. Whatever it brings, it's going to be a massive battle with Waterford. We know that. I'd have massive respect for them. I know the way they play the game, and like, in my honest opinion, I think Derek was right to go back playing the game that suited Waterford, and it hasn't done him any harm whatsoever. It'll be a tough one out there today.
And yet, do you think when it comes down to those tactical battles, because I saw John Milan yesterday referred to the two of you as identical twins of hurling management, does that mean you have to pull something out different and unexpected today?
I don't know what we'll have to pull out. I just know I want to win by a point if I can, if that's possible. The whole game's going to hinge on the middle third. That's what's going to happen today. That's the bottom line.
And where are you going to watch it?
I don't know. We'll find out now in a while. We'll see what happens, all right?
Because it is you against him, does that make it an even bigger deal today, the two managers getting it right?
No, not really. I think it probably does for your own perception, but our tactic today is to represent our family and friends and our supporters with everything we have inside, you know, and sometimes that gets lost in the talk of system, etc. Like, we're here to do our absolute best for everything we represent, everything that's good about this Waterford team, and Davy is doing the same, you know, and sometimes, as I said, the narrative is slightly different for depending on what team you're involved in.
But the systems do play a big role, don't they? Particularly for these two counties.
Yeah, 100%. They'll probably mirrored systems, which means irrespective of if you set up with a seventh defender, you'll have one naturally because Davey will set up with them. So I think that maybe gets lost in the commentary at times. So like last year when we played Wexford, we didn't play with a seventh defender, but subsequent to that we had one because of how Wexford set up. So sometimes it's over to you in terms of that and in terms of the analysis. I'm sure you'll get it right.
We shall see who gets it right. Now, amongst the big crowd here at Páirc Uí Chaoimh are two men who, in their own words as they were walking down here, bet sticks off each other for many, many years. That is Wexford's All-Ireland winning captain Martin Storey alongside Tony Brown, who gave 23 years of service to Waterford. Tony, just listening to Derek McGrath there, how much pressure is he under today?
Well, look, I suppose in this business now, Joanne, you know, it's a serious business now, GAA and inter-county management, and you know, it's getting more like Premiership every day, you know, and I just think that Derek is under no more pressure than he was in the Kilkenny game. It's a big game here today. There's a big prize on offer in All-Ireland semi-final place. So, you know, there is pressure, but I think over the last 4 years he's learned how to cope with that pressure. I think the players have learned how to cope with the pressure, and I think, you know, going on today's game, that experience both on the line and the players on the field in this type of environment, it should really stand to him.
But from within Waterford, is anything less than, say, an All-Ireland final, or perhaps a step further than that, acceptable?
Yeah, well, look, I suppose it's no surprise really that Waterford have put everything into the championship this year, more so than the league. And I suppose this is Derek's 4th year in charge of the team, and look, he's looking for one thing only, and that is to get this team to an All-Ireland final. Now, I think that'll be a huge achievement. And that's what he's looking at, but he knows how dangerous this game is today, particularly against the Wexford team with Davy Fitz involved. You know, he's a very intelligent guy, and he knows the challenge that's going to be ahead. So, you know, I really think today is going to be a 50-50 game, but I'm just hoping that the experience gained from Derek, Dan and these guys on the line and the players will just pull them through at the end of the day.
Yeah, Martin, there was this little sort of telling smile from Davy Fitz during his interview. How much expectation is on Wexford? Like, you've come from Wexford. What are they expecting from today? Are they expecting to win?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, I don't think they're coming down to make up the numbers or be the second team. I mean, there probably is a bit more pressure on Waterford because they've been there. I mean, like, we haven't played in as near as many big games as Waterford, so they have that experience. But we have the hunger. We need it more.
They're quite hungry too now.
Yeah, but they've had an awful lot more big days out. So our lads will be a lot more nervous. But that nervousness that you have as a young player and something that's seldom, is often will drive you on a bit more, you know, because the Waterford lads will know that what it's like to lose big matches. Like, we haven't been in them really enough to know what it's like, so we won't be affected by it.
I can see the beating the sticks off each other is continuing verbally here. Martin Storey, what did you make of the Wexford changes?
Well, it just shows that Davy, is fairness to him, he's taken the game by the scruff. He's made 4 changes, quarter of a team. So obviously he wasn't happy with the way the Leinster final, and that sends out a great message to the panel. That change sends out a great message. If you're not doing your job, you'll be out here. And I mean, I just our half forward line, it just looked that there's 3 catchers out, and then he's had to bring in Podge Dorn, 6'4". it's if we're going to play a long ball rather than maybe short ball. And I'm hoping that will happen, that we will put the Waterford full back line under pressure, that we'll play most of the game attacking rather than a defensive set up behind the ball.
That'll be fascinating to see. Martin and Tony, thank you very much. And Michael mentioned a little bit earlier about the size of the crowd. Well, there were 28,500 here yesterday. They've sold more than 30,000 tickets here for this game, and they're expecting a few more than that as well.
I think, Joanne, they will get them. But let's just talk about those changes, Liam Sheedy, on that Wexford team. Martin Storey was mentioning it there. The one thing that we notice about it is those changes are all down the right flank. What's that telling us?
Yeah, well, look, I guess in the modern game, Michael, you're not really sure where they end up. But what I would say is that definitely he wasn't happy with that area of the field, and that sector of the field in the Leinster final. I just, myself and Sir were just chatting about when we seen the 4 changes coming in, the one thing we said is that's not going to weaken this Wexford team. That's certainly the case. David Redmond's in really good form. I think he'll start centre forward and Lee Chen will push back out the middle of the field. So I think overall Wexford are saying all hands on deck, let's go for this.
Yeah, all right, OK. Well, there haven't been too many meetings between these counties in the Championship, not until the expanded format came into being, in fact. This is their 5th meeting, and as it happens, it stands at 2 wins apiece. Liam, you have a point to make about Waterford's distribution of the ball. What are you pointing us at here?
Well, I think, Michael, when you set up like Waterford do, it is really important in terms of your distribution from the back, because you only have 5 up front. Now, the last day, I think we have seen them at their worst, because at times, because when Killian Buckley was the free man, here's Dara Fives, he's launching ball down, Killian Buckley's just snapping it out of the sky. So they've really got to think about their distribution, because that type of ball, Sean Murphy will do the very same thing today. Whereas if you look at it here, when Shane Five gets it, he's taking a look. He's looking to find a man, Austin Gleeson, who was given a very much a pivotal role the last day. And when they get the ball, when Waterford are in possession, they have guys that can run forward. Now, the good thing that Austin done that time is he went straight for goals. He headed down the flanks, and that's important. But here's the puck out to Conor Gleeson. Now, again, I know he's named midfield today. He'll go back and he'll do a man-marking job. He man-marked Richie Hogan the last day. He's a nice flick pass out to Philip Mahoney. He gets it out to Tyke de Burke, who's drifted forward. And again, critically, they had 2 guys inside. And Shane Bennett gets it, does a great turn. And I suppose not too often we see this, but Rick Walsh had worked himself into a really good position into the back of the net. But I think you see Waterford at their best when they do find a man. And here you have Austin Gleeson. He's a good man to find in the right position. He got 5 points in play. But you can see there, Michael, they've nobody inside the 30-35 yard line there. So I think that's what Waterford have to do. Their distribution is going to have to be spot on, because they don't have the level of 6 players up there in there to make the real difference. They've got to work the ball up.
Fair enough. OK, Anthony, we heard Joanne talking to the managers about the sweeper system, of course, which is part of the setup of these 2 teams, very similar. We're going to have a look at this in a moment. Just before we do, just give us the brief on what we should be watching out for.
Yeah, Michael, look at it. It's a dirty word for some people in hurling, but it's a reality out here today. Derek touched on it. Even if one team does it, the other team is forced to do it. So both teams do it regularly. Fitzy has employed Sean Murphy at it this year. I think he was a little bit spooked by Colin Fennelly and the trouble he caused them in closer to goal. So he deployed him further back against Galway. I think it backfired a little bit. Tyke de Burke is more used to doing it. I mean, this is his 4th season doing it, really, and has been superb at it. And Liam touched on his distribution. Maybe at times can be a little bit better, but he reads it superbly and cuts out the danger, And we can look at it like they're contrasting styles a bit. I said Fitzy was looking for a guy with speed, good first touch, good vision. Now, his distribution the last day wasn't hectic, but it was good early on. He covered well. It seemed to be working. They led 9 points to 6. He's in the right place at the right time. But I think that Micheál Donoghue and Galway copped it, Michael, and they just said, look, let's try and feed it short of him. He's lying deep. Now, Conor Cooney was in irrepressible form, and Simon Donoghue, what a job trying to mark him. But we see there, Sean, it's just out of the play completely. Again, here, Conor Whelan breaks it to Joseph Cooney. And again, OK, 29 points, would you be better off to concede 218? Waterford, it doesn't work all the time for them, and a lot of people say they will never get the whole way to the All-Ireland with it, but Tyke is very, very used to it. I love this bit here, really, Michael, this is sensing the danger. This is TJ and Philip Mahoney. He kind of smells the danger here and says, he needs a hand here, I get over, and he gets across. Now, surprisingly on the day, I didn't think Kilkenny shoved up on them until about the last 10 minutes when they really had to. And when they did, they really put him under pressure. And when I'm looking at this, that is what you need to do to get at him. And actually, the goal came off it when they shoved the 2 Fennellys right in on top of him. And by looking at the way Wexford have picked their team as well, Michael, I think Podge Doran could be teed up to get in on Tyke. all the time.
Yes.
You know, keep coming out with him. Leave Barry Coughlin loose if they want, and that they'll crowd him as often as they can. Really say that target him, don't give him handy ball to set up the attacks like we saw in the better part of the distribution. Because I suppose, Cyril, it's stating the obvious to say if Wexford get the system right, get enough possession, they have the forwards that can do damage.
Oh, they have very good forwards, like, and there's no doubt about these, like Conor MacDonald here, like, you know, like lovely crossfield ball here, like has a vision, lovely pick across here, like bang over the bar. But like giving a ball like that, no McGrathy did yesterday. When you do that, you open up the back line, and he's capable of picking up. Now he wasn't hectic against score, but yet he did some great scores. Like here again, out wing forward, has one pop and bang over the bar. Now again, there's only one inside, much like the Waterford thing. There won't be that many in there. They have to be very accurate from outside. Again, he's staying out from the ruck this time, which is unusual because usually he's inside the middle. But he gets it here again, and even though you think he didn't play that well, he was still very accurate. Like might have missed a free or two, but like on form, he's one of the big players. He's very young, one of the big players. And this fella, Leachin, when he plays well, Wexford play well. Now that was a great catch against Kilkenny. Again against Galway, he was kind of quiet. He was out midfield. He wasn't doing it out. But when you see him even long range free here, like he's way out about 80 or 90 yards, brought Wexford right back into it. He's the spirit of the Wexford forward line. And when he takes a run, he's an athlete. Really, watch this lovely ball out here. Has a look up here, travels up along the side, left to right. It doesn't really matter to him. And I thought he was going to loft it into the full forward, but he had a little look here. No one coming to him, bang over from outside. Now you're going to find today they're going to need the two of them really playing well. If they really play well and are in the game, it'll be a big plus. Now I expect what you know what Anthony's saying as well, that I can't see David leaving Ty de Burke loose. He's definitely going to mark him and let someone else loose if they want to, because he is kind of the guy. He's the conductor of the orchestra for Waterford. All right, Liam, as we can see, the teams are parading around the new pitch here at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. We have two teams on the pitch. Only one of them is going to Croke Park. Which one?
That's all. The final slot available, I guess. Look, I think we'll get a real battle here. I think Waterford, obviously, like they've contested 10 semi-finals since 2000. Wexford have contested 4. I think Wexford progress year to date has been superb under David. They've made real progress. I just think they're not as far down the road as this Waterford team. The pressure is on Waterford, though, and Davy knows that, and he'll be coming in to give this the right go. But I just feel that Waterford have that extra little bit that'll see it over the line, but not without a ferocious battle to get there.
Anthony?
Yeah, I'm expecting a big battle. Like the big thing for Waterford now, Michael, is does victory over Kilkenny liberate you since 1959, or does it start you thinking, I want to see the finish line? And that's the danger for them. Like they just have to deal with one day at a time. I think they should have enough today off the bench, maybe. Do you know? You're looking at Stephen Bennett, Brian O'Halloran, these guys can come in and make a huge difference. Young Corn, like another top player. We saw him in the under-21 match against Cork. Like he's a super player, so I think they'll probably have enough overall to get over the line.
Cyril?
Yeah, I would fancy slightly fancy Waterford as well, but I'd have to say that the changes Davy has made, he's a lot stronger team out. He'll upset them because like Podge Dorn is strong around the square, Rory O'Connor expected around the middle, Redmond, like even Anthony was saying before, and he didn't understand how he wasn't on, and he's on now, like, and more. These lads won't. He's actually a stronger team out. The middle third is going to be vital. If Wexford can stay in it for a lot of the game, it's going to be very tight. But you'd expect Waterford, they're further down the road than Wexford. You expect them to get there in the end.
3 votes for the Daisha up here on the panel. Let's see how it all works out. By the way, a reminder that we are carrying a live Irish language television commentary for the rest of the 2017 championship on RTE2 television, and you can get details. They are available on rte.ie/sport. Yeah, there was 10 points between them in the championship last summer. Wexford have made progress. Have they made enough? In the commentary box today, Marty Morrissey and Brendan Cummins.
Fishney's farig Debbie Namarata again, if we na him Rory ata in a Hellavige, agus Tashi the Meher Park and Shin, Coma and Wakador, Debbie Adult Sosa Buska, a toast the himmer her in us, Nipis Card on Hixahuzon.
Virgil Horgan, no Hebrador, and a top island Fadoiger, August Besha Simul, K. Evaisa Gliffet, Lachanish the Hanen, on Visha Hogan, on Mekimont, the Carmody, and Mekimoit Imrori, Osnidation, Erdus, Shanseg, Sean Murphy. Can an squeals agus suntasach nar a dinna na dori a wish gach carach a slap the whole Fort Loigan nor will Sean Murphy and Couch in the Shachmach in draw Kevin Moore and Ang Argan team leader in Numa de Hay Simul Brick Walsh and Timmer si Kenneth Cliff and Dernach and Tain Tenach Kenneth Cliff and Kriva a via Dernach Garden because Fort Loigan have books here Grute and Michael Brick Walsh go Fort Loigan
Kadem or Heritage Atá tucha ag Brick Walsh don chunta seo. Agus Cockrog agus an cool Ian tucha fórse an lá fo Jerry Gwyn in a quit. Agus I goni an a nab letlas a glesh and slitter ag iri tas toish de clish de hort a gwyn egin ellen tongalir agus session a crohudo Tarek Mahoney conna count so hogail gach chance go na ro clish cool in a score on.
Cháfuinte agus spiche atá fáte ag Tarek Mahoney sa Críomh Gadisha. Cúcín a gonne chorca Eichi deg a goni bhaile shaking go chuití na Kilchonne agus tá bhfuil a chéad ceanna neamhfáte go tá rapán ordaí rud agus cinú me caite Port Lorgan an tosa.
An ordaí de bend out from Johnson sin Debbie host an Ardan ag fechan na nós agus. Capan na Landína go bhfuil agus is bhaid níos fearr ag Banastóri agus Rownóri of a host an Ardan agus ein tíim lo.
Shrian Curla, Sean Murphy go Colliseach agus eisiau imi hys yn y scra agus dar eisiau cawn sin gyd o'r caels fi yn sweeper nhw yn sgwgwyd o'r nhw'n pehed yn mi gynnwys dweud agus on y we hen agus paid y borca a dar Sean Murphy cawn sin
Conor Gleeson is Jack agus Godian ac yn son Telesto an slitter a sgwila uig agus is fair an fôr Aston Gleeson agus nôr y fôl yn Aston Gleeson hwmel dyn to fôlte hart y chwi fronte but Catamara agus the Wilshire tilt to get Carcolor, Hannes Jack Dana.
Sneed to get a very hard to be, how no matter she's Clipper. Gahari Clipper a tumble to the shot.
As a Princess Shacker, in Rory in the Ryan, she caught the week, called Lewis on. Or being Gatlina Anna and a young Walter at Toos and Clipper. Togan Chevron, Tamalin or Hosoku, she is.
Leachin, Lenny Erach the Yovisha, and Ouser Fad, Glipilla Canis line, a gunny Kilconia for Shet 3 Keen. Gúili Sera Peire ó bhfuil Seasca Cúig. Tá sé seo a bhádamach an Garda lína Seasca Cúig héanach. Chiarach sé seo. Ordú Mamina go Loch Garman an áireach le líd sin. Tá náid aige agus tá chruinnis aige. Sin scóiríonnta ó líd sin. Tá mud numar hub.
No cadem ar canna síochta tá thuairt ag líd sin donna Garman í gimlí na Gary Pechar seo rís ní ra bhéon rudéas go fin Johnson. 7 8 9 slat on gúil díreach ar an drasna.
Ganshin, British the Shees, and Shelly Ashle. Port Lorgan, as will policy around the Brute in Neil, Mark on Lero, Matthew O'Hanlon, Eshin Quibro, as Neil passing into the on, August Shansig Moran, August Papuinsama, but Kevin Moran, August the Fader Deshini Marshin, the horse the lehead to Kevin Moran.
Abby Shem, we heard Gleehan in Eaner, August B. Brian Tim Rory. a muhin steig a chaiblant an schlitter ag fechar cefar mór na muhin a éanaar agus a carta chosantóirí le carman a bheith níos córamí na sin.
Chéad scór ó Nimmert spáite sa glyfa ag mór na himnóirí sciire gan sin a Rory O'Connor go deas wai siúd desin é sé Owen Moore agus tá Cáin Haran Trust an freisin 3 nuban carach a 2 second cansa tá Clufa.
Tá beag nach gach seans á scóra le an dáhéamh sin passan a íontach an passan na toiste cliste atar agus ard scór an sin. Ard scór go Owen Moore.
Cáin briste síos. Tú gimmert fer breshe mas na gustantóí go rún tú go leor go open amach an rasúach an Cáin é sé Philip Mahoney seachas a spás go deas Pádraig Mahoney sin dro na dosach béidir go bhuithe mór an deisile agus níor bhreama sé na postí mís ag go dtíach cad ar siúlaige tá gáfuinte páte Kevin Moran sa glyfa.
Tá go dá bhí an tá leis ach léag sé an cás go mat fechar mór an tom go léir hánig an slitter in nús chuige agus tapig sé an deistú a hánig sé chuige díach ar an dreisna an ard scór an darna ceann ó mór.
Sin dro na lína lán tosach briste síos a ríis a seansaigh Portláirge méidir an Cáin lana le Philip Mahoney an jab dianta ag a siúd ach ba chóir go bhuíoch Lochgarman in Shellif Sean Ash agus fáin freisin glanta ag Sean Murphy. Passing deas wai siúd Siúd Morris. Bula mór míltach ó Morris Sábhaint a díreach fiúin an trasnán ag Stephen O'Keefe agus an gníon taci amach Borci Chaoimh agus níl sé sin éisce ag an gúlbáide. Sin pass má freisin. An Shannon Glútin é sé. Michael Walsh. Builtí go háir ag Michael Walsh agus Ceann Eller. Har an trasnán agus tá Portláirge tosí go hámhás ag lucha se na Shannon Kevin Moore agus Pádraig Walsh ach go hália.
Go dá iad an tuairtín sporáide mar dúra go canasíocht an le deile fechar sin ní bhain Brick Walsh mór an scórna de gná ach fechar seo ard scór go dóí.
Gorman ag televáil in Asha Siúd Shane 5 agus Cáin Shear agus glanta go maith. Is a thrúr here ag Lochgarman ag Gunny Berto Portláirge agus an Cáin tug amach mag Ryan a sé Cáin Emirates agus sin bucla nó Liam Ryan in sin Shannon tugaí ar Ash ag fada le Austin Gleeson agus níach me pass Shear mar sin le fada a siúd a Stephen O'Keefe ag ar ansaí a hosú in go Portláirge trasna an Páircí go maith. Tá sé sin gopailtí go híontach an sin in anína ag Brick Walsh agus pucsaí ar brunta ar Portláirge.
Go dá go bhfuil debrach faoi brú an sanna géirí súla chamad ar Walsh. Tá tinnar crackan an Walsh ag Sáinneob agus fechar sin bhí a láb timpplair bhí gá láb timpplair nuair a bhéon dá fin galís Gary. An sin haring sé siar beagán ar.
Tá sé spáinte hána hain. Bhfuil bhí 5 ag Lochgarman freisin sa lína lán cúil sa darna le agus beidir cud gon chéad le gon na gaiile bhí freisin nuair go bhí le Conor Cooney dínas Chris.
Go nó bhí go Lordaíine a chaint faoine na lehéad agus capán daoine go raibh beidir le stigan sin nó deachtarachtaí a chohíos an sin agus ní le dáta go bhfuil Portláirge tar éis díúir sin. Tugs ar ag Mahoney a ríis san áid ceann céine ó na bhór sin ceadcán.
Deise go 3 cína chuid in na fórne agus an bheachtaíonta ag Pádraig Mahoney 2 agus 3 pointe as i chéile is fáilte ag chuireann na gra. Seachas sa spás agus faoihéire Dahans sin ag McDonald í a rótáil ach níirí leis tá chusan sin go maith. Cochran nach beidir gan Eibreach sé amach go fáil. Cáin Shellif Ash is le Lochgarman nach iad. Fred go dígrach a tá an chosatá Portláirge ás ar fad agus an ceann sin planta síos an chlíham agus tuchas ús go híntach an sin ag Dillon sciir sé go bheag nach talúas ag Jake Dillon bhfuil sin an slitar á ardú tá sé anteach go níl an drumclá Harwell a brunta an seo Borci Chaoimh agus tá Shellif Ash is le Lochgarman an féidir or lícinn sa gruthú ach an íist an aspra dosíthe an sin agus dóhann cusantóirí Shear is Barry Cochran an na chúlbáide Stephen O'Keefe a fer go maith. Pusta síos ag Gleeson Brick Walsh a tíochta seach ach an ceann sin blanta ar éige Crossing the park in it. Fadala, Owen Moore. Jimmy O'Keefe, the Shasta Sposs. Clear in session here, Prohogus. Painting about Lead Shin, Prohos Ruddy Kings Dog. Tossing, Turtlorga, Koma, Hagus and Tall Lead Shin. You get a Shrina for Leshen East. Imroni is Skira. Horla Session in Yasik Liffey. It's a Timberlord, Hagus and Clor Freshen. Draw. He had the East, draw Austin Gleeson. And Neil Session and Alan Coucher. Oh, like top 5 of the Egloff Gorman. With a Hurling Sheet Lero did run the Dusty and Ilchi the Nan in Shelley all.
Yeah, the no top Portardiga, Hurley Lider in Shin, and Wihi Lord Parker. The Harley Selina Lach Hussenton Shin. Tasha de Giro, Arun Hella Gorman, a Grisha, she is tonight Shin. I got a guy real over the shot.
Vienna, Shelley fights like McDonald, Ilan Gare, full of Ord, points at all in fights Conor McDonald. Scorby, Tastal Gigero, Loch Gorman, the Urshi scored a Shane Newman, paid it at the finish.
Yeah, good out. The Urshi scored a Tamil Swimmer Dortunson, I guess Rinna McDonald Gamahin, Rinna Shea Wadney's fair number, Rinna Shea, Lees Lowhead, Honey Shamak, Smack to Shen Splitter, the topic of the Dime to Shen scored and Stroll.
Yeah, Ryan, really big maul, and Kulu Shear, I guess. I am showing against on Shelley Kurtzig and Deshing, Shane Bennety, Ruth Dalach and Shane Time, James Green from Taluma, Tasha Tassi, Mahadi Lane down Fisa Hoya. So that and Kenyan will put class in both Carmody.
Tagaki roll away had embarked on the Curristock Kate Van Gate or head year today. Critical better, you want this Mona Kate Van Gate must bear the rest in the row.
Sean Murphy, thirds na chuid Srorach Hawaii. Touch less am Hawaii shoe. Touch the shees. King is ass and it's shot. Left Lord Matthew O'Hanlon. Spanish none of the one on that hood. Pass lob took away. Blood cuts the shees Cahalan. From Shin Bucky Niega. Gleeson. Snish Shahagan. Tough log in each. You get a score for who. Tashansak have been shot. Mighty low show Ruher either Ethan. Why Dara Fives. Agus and pass lob. Agus Tashansak Hole and show. Oh, Agus Nearish in Banach. In Alan Tagwala Yenach. We Shansak Hole and Shin. In Port Lorgan. He worship that Shahagan in this team with O'Keefe. Loch Gorman. Pass on to Shaha. Throw McDonald. Agus shoot. Agus Tanshannon in his spot to go back. Agus do Podge Doran. Felty and Shin Air. Podge Doran. Agus tá puck séra shaft run to Loch Gorman run nach Nathan Loch Lamb to Port Lorgalish.
That's Shin. Harvest there and Shin Jamie Byrne Honigus Jacker and Deshin Air and Teveladon Park. Ach Malayan near Bull Shake Mahe on a glue shop to be own Ship Podge Doran. Very Glash Breher Kerkalor. Agus Honig shit is shock with Hoppiger. In the rear of Cahill Shad Rod Grisha River Kinnishing Crew Galore. Very glow and Slitter of Winter. Lugger Hannigan on Slit on Command Jack Logan in screen together near Gortia Kenya.
Jack Guiney, Horgabach, Kate Quincy going to put a shoe, the Gasman and Goel, Quincy on into the corner shin, Phyllis here, Jack Guiney.
Kate scoring, Jack Guiney and shot, Count Jas Eska, Usmahan Ruded and Nadine Hogan, the puck in the Sarah, Count Eska, and Kate Count.
Stephen O'Keefe, Cumrody and Fleckama, Liam Ryan and Seth Marketing and Shifter Falcon Iega, Michael Welch, Shees, and Flehab, Agus and Ishtala, Hansen Shaw, Willing Dillon, Agus Naposti, Squelty, a Will Egg, Jake Dillon, Malin Gwil, Agus and Ord score wide.
Yeah, Ord score and Shin, past Jas Live and Mark Pigge, oh, Heada, Obrick, Obrick Walsh, Agus Cooling all in Shin or Dillon.
Sherby Shivani saw a shaft draw the Dussiha. Barron pass on to Shearing a shoe. Elish, the tactic now. Lero to Willa Drone Cooney gets that puck Sarah LeBron and shot. There Fort Lorgan, the Warren Felsh in a very and there Jake Dillon. I guess. At the many glicking us in Mar Husson Torre not either. Mar Misha Harvey Silla Groshay Liam Gansey.
Yeah, on a quick glow shot to her shoe. I can da here. Tussa a great shot and shoot. A Geary Barney, Oscar Soos. Ach, Tasha Harleva Jacker and Countess Farah Oil or Cousin Torah the Hardhead Scuba Door Kamal the Tyke Borker have one than Fark and Shin Aga Sean Murphy and Tevella Fur Bresher and Da have who have Cousin Torah today.
See will you see her Nish Gale Teg Loch Gorman Tivishi Da Livish there Hain Agus Park Mahoney Da Yeshter nach Tapiega Agus Fahagan Tudem Now is Bully Sira an Wahe Porg Mahani na relation the trio count.
The more on doing this here is fair na Mahoney. Taking the Sarah show Hogarth on the Queen, the hard him laugh for year fresh in the green in the creek.
Staderach Agus Queen freshen Marshin Steve Friedse is in the Fornia Reach.
Been the MT Nosa Hagan or Galen to pucking the Sarah Marshin go hard him. Could have been Dina Casola Park Mahoney. Temple Haiti.
Suicide Redmond Agus Druchjan Ella Redmond agus Norman Gary Keane to go to the Quinal Shell of the Lira Zachanish Paul Puxir Brunta Gunna Aston Gleeson the Jealous again. Leapshin Taki Shirish Neil more on quicker on, well, she got to give on she won this law to the Ura Flygo and after on hold let Loch Garman. I guess Keita Nigret and Leaching will in range Ega can't show good into the North Foster. The Lure Ryerta can't shin Nia Hashasah Fada. I understand Sean crossing to the Hanwa. Loch Garman, the Port Lorga Pashans go ball, Mas Fraser Loch Garman, he licking, come on and shin. Rory O'Connor of Derry Lesh Leachin and Fekama. Frostanish, Diarmid O'Keefe, Schles came by shoe, the Rugby Mary Yancy, touching it their full seg. Diarmid O'Keefe, Dina Shev Alach and Shach and Drone Goal of Count Cutter, Yeshing is their 4 Elega.
That's in. Dead count attack for her Amu again, count the Daheb and Yov.
This with Karure, Shafsi Kedla. Moran, Shihanagas Brick Walsh, Shannon Dory, Sports, Kidira, this Hui Huntpussa, Agus Puxirella, Rude Sackup.
And he back at the head of Brick Walsh, Sparral, Ruther Behinyov, Tice again, Knockwell Moran, Abafak again, Bownila Air and a walk and took a stand, he checked Kippe Rud, a bag of Chastal, when a shinny end of Emily and a Masfederlesh.
Shamar, and Kedura Khas Loch Garman, Agus Port Lorga, Eric Halis a Khreev, Robile Agus a 3. She terribly in the day go in. Kay Honey Jap are on the Michael Walsh. Small Czech of Fadagus and Shagimert. Agus still he Hesham Itchner Verroite, Gumbrun Shadesh, recent Iska Erforic Mahoney, Vernish and Khramaki, Kerry King of Quincy. Agus an annual Godonic Loch Garman and Ashley Washing of Quincy Dove, Hesh Honda Medig. Ma Anish, Egg Mahoney. Agus tapping Shane Desh. Kerry King of Quincy, Forte, Eggashood, off the Cahet.
Yeah, well, Maradur McCann, a number of Puckin a Sarah, Bugga, Agiel, if they're a Cossentori, La Garman, Kahidi, the bet, this quarter me, Captain.
Mark Fanning, a Dolfada, and Yobshaw. Kadish, Shell of Blue Tanash, Agus Prekisus Kamai, Kai de Borka, Agus Puxir will, Himmer Puxir Piltega, Planta, Egg. Shane Fives before goal, before the O'Keefe and Kyanchin on Ian Asha took off the shot Torrick Mahoney and Schlitter and Fekasus Agus ni vain the Cussa ag Schlitter Eiska ag Fanning Reish Lee Chinnig Fanach the whole and Shep Binti Gidi in second Durnach a Shahugin Chin Ruhari Mawai Shoe the Macharing Lehab Kyanchin Lachont ag David Redmond agus Gluter Ash agus Anishta couple of Butu Nayana Loch Garman agus Shahogan Michael Walsh was Lisa Gagahan Shannon Schlitter of Thorfinn Kaluna agus Puxir Elif Gala egg Loch Garman and Kyanchin ag Rory O'Connor a wad in Yummer to those Shahar
Shoe man near the event down share a quarter behind and Omson near the back Tussie one ag Port Lorga Shin Shane Bennett agus be Tror Cossentori Loch Garman so piece of Shinland Park but near the down share behind agus near Carter Rory O'Connor on Puxir Shinny Gale or Corabig and Ish Carter Bui Brunta or Shoot.
Sure, the one the tactical Mara Derha, Achanarida, Motherwood Tunan, Eight Sheliva all a master Dussiha, who do on the master goalie, Nina Samuel by Zenta, Agus Fad, Sta, Limits their shoe, Pokia Porrick Mahoney, the Destiny shot, full of log after.
Kerrigan, Coral, Canafan. Don't shop Biogani, East Freedom, Cool Better.
It's a sin pulsa go fossilation or dwalla bhí tuí an dó pat.
Sin na ceann is fear a bhór tíirí. Déis sin leis féin go bar san capan.
Tucamachtaí Murphy tras na Torca. Owen Moore pass live a fada tuí wa ag siú fa fada le Liam Ryan fechar dá sé hain an Long Coley agus tuc sé brúdsa ag Liam Ryan agus well le the Fordish shall give her pat come see down for Ibrahim mar ní lein dina give her lots of tucua.
No, níl mór an sell an Ron Coley agus ag dul rúthar éanaar an sin agus cé tháinig go seachan sin ach dara fives a rinn an chalí sin ar. A tread a Hurling aga go grohíonn sé a lán tuchan na séire.
Agus bhfuil
Coughlin
Dream Gansey a Coughlin ar bhí chéintach. Dírechan Mark Tuckey anam seachas leor. Deis mar sin. Jack Guiney. Dor na scóra Alden Cliffa chun téide a chuir etarm agus ceann sin pulsaigh a craín ag Jack Guiney. Scórbí pastáil Olaf Gorman. You're in score for attack up le 7-8 med ach inis tá.
Ja, gan dát agus bí tá Clarga tar éis trí cholí na sa chéile a scóráil idir an dálinn. Sin ard Williamson. Ard Willa go jo.
Sin scóirí tá fórta ag Dara Fives agus in enum gur dhéile sé an scór dúrnach tá Sean Fáiteige.
Ja, gan dát agus cadé mar Willa. Necha cho fada sa bhí sé an cúil an son 8 slata mar sin an cúil a cadé mar bhuiile anna crín go jo, Dara Fives.
Tugsí eile brúta ag Liam Ryan inis do Lochgorman agus tugann sé seo deis do Leachin a hóigean cén fad agus Derek McGrath a ggéire éimróí a dhríosa. Súl, chóirgí mac Leachin an ceann seo a chuir Harold Trasnan. Díreach lár na Pórca, Rúnibug chlé Delach an Desóg agus an ceann sin bulsa ag sin agus bulsa Harold Trasnan agus inis Clícín ag na Fórne a rís.
Glen dar na ceann thu sin céad scór dóibh sa 3-9 méid mar sin tuc sé ar a rís fada anna ada an cúil. Ní an ceann san róada ach 8 slát amach. Ní hen tuc sé ar garid é sin a chuirid ag deirig leis an sfrochaim siúrís.
Is sé smach dí Leachin a rís tá Rúnibug ní specálaí láthar na huaire. Sé ggéire cumrádaí a feic amach, le dró Doran agus an ceann se brúta amach. Ag Doran agus an sin an Philip Colt a rís aige díreach nuair a bhí cálaí chunal Jake Dillon. Ceadaí se le dró Shane Bennett a sciar an chulaghanna agus a tíocht trasna faoi dhearra tá Murphy. Agus is féidir le Murphy an líor seo glána. Rís tusa Port Lorga agus í na cynál an snitar sé. An Gargan tíb lína mohan sin. Shelley Fáilte agus bhfuil tuc séir Fáilte ag Austin Gleeson tá sé mé chun talúna deir leis an líor dólach an cín. Chulaghan é bhí síos in na scrá ar dead a ní sin chun pasa thuir trasna glanta ag Sean Murphy ach ní lá ach imróí le Gansey Habama agus blístí gorma sin iad leat Port Lorga. Really keen to roll one shot. Sin built a fada. Throwing Cunha. Before Guich Leachin. Shelley Mirash. She draw. Liam Ryan. Listen. Adolfo Keane. Piece of fada mach. Krasna Park. Passing Dasseby and Shin Gadi McDonald. Will McDonald and not Elohim Pilar Connor Gleeson. Manamach will. Shin Al Hussins O'Connor Gleeson. I guess in Ishin Kyanshin Glanta. She's fada Park. Colin Sean Murphy here. Dina and Job. Canning Daskety, Owen Moore. Twin Safata Ega Lewis a Gliffa. Shani Sono Loch Gorman. Paul Morris. Desh Scorala Eg Paul Morris go Loch Gorman. Agus and Desh and Toki Eg Agus Bezin and Scoras are Loch Gorman a Gliffa.
Gabius Dira finish in a rob. And Dira the Rinishid Coupla Nova to him con score a Curlikele. Nira Harmola Berta Kurshid and Sitteramac. Spas and not Rebenia on the Cossantori for Florida. Rinishid Wadnish Far. Winishid Usadi Wadnish Far. I should sit about the chin.
Tíocht dró lína cosan tá Loch Gorman í na scuile le Port Lorga leis an bucamach gear a thógáil agus níró Willie Dimerick san an ceann sin na chuneáil isté. Chánú mid ag fáci go le ham agus sin aineoin agus stohui an odds tá muid pas go gapa go bhfuil Portláirge I bhád an ucht, níl sin a chápaint sa chun tosa.
Ja, go tá sé gimmert níos fearr, tá sé chuna glúisití le chéile níos éfachtí namar atá dhéanamh ag Lochgarman go dtí seo ach mar a dúirt tú Gary níl an bhíne sé sin ar chlár na scór agus sin an áitir tábhachtí.
Is na himróí ghlach a suspeganis. Is brínis go hóigáil.
Agus nó níon tú faoin níl ach trí cúlíonn feitó an immert ag Portláirge go dtí seo. Michael Ryan's son.
Is into Kenny an Hardo. Maha agus Morúsle. Tá deis Clevelina. Gleeson. Kirchen Garisteach ag tugi go hábha ar fádig Mark Fanning. Agus glach sé ragrach ar hain fanní cínú go bhfuil sé slitar sin is an Dermot O'Keefe. Pasí bug a seach sa lár. Tá bhí spáis is seo. Ach troch pas lá bhí díreach trasna nó bhí seansing Lochgarman runa cínsaí anna beiting an áireach ló tá siad faoihrú. Ceann sin hús a spás agus tá sé fáilte O'Keefe de scórála agus tá sé tógaí aige an tá ar bhealach ar Lochgarman ach puinte bra fáilte Dermot O'Keefe.
Ja, rinne siad go má bhí Dúiseach a chur le chéile chuir dús agus bhí sé síos ach dairí gló a bhuachan tar eiste rís agus críting sé le cúlínálinn in sin ó Dermot O'Keefe sa chuig nó méad is fithe.
Sin 3 pointe as I chéile an is freisin fáte ag Lochgarman chun ní de hanin sé eiste bhuiscach pointe bháin.
Sin dar a 5 an sin Anna Gramú ó Dermot 5 an sin Tamalín ó hin ar dar a 5 ba Carsamara. Debbie Foss, Hús an Ardán, i cumad Súlgéir ar chósaí.
Ochínas degin go pucnaí amach grúd ag Lochgarman, seachínas nígin ag Portláirge. Agus dóhí go étarrá bhfuil go leor go cín sin builsa an ghear ar fad. Rí seansan is ag Mahanaí a chuigú scór don chluiche a áil. Bhfuil sé drochceán lena iarrach dearnach ach anceán an uair seo ó Mahanaí.
Rinne sé bhd níos fearr an gceann níor bhúil sé an ceann libbe sin go bach a chuirbh sin cúlíonn a bhí teastáil luí go ríis. Áilscóir an sin a ríis beagnach seacas leat amach an cúil Murphy.
Murphy ríis si dro na 13 state Doran agus McDonald nach éirí lo si lán cúlaí Portláirge Barry Coughlin éanans go má san chláin sin is glanta Barron Spat na Portge Piste Shees Caohus an Lero Fátig O'Keefe Siar Gudí Murphy leor slitar bultig Murphy sa glype sin a rúlbig ní sár agus a bhfuil sumsa dream Neil sin ceart glór ó Pessin das tras na Portge Almond seo ag Deverux agus an is seans beidir ar scóring O'Connor a drochián O'Connor an éiscu godó ag O'Keefe De Borca an módíireach Dro Bennett ach éisca ag Murphy a ríis an líra sin a fecha suas an le O'Keefe Pessin fididú ai siú sin ceann ordaríis ach ní bhaid an aid ag a gceann sin na ríra ó Gainey Mahanaí Rowahabíon sin mar tá Murphy in anna sin a feicamach agus anchlisteach dó Murphy sin ardach sin bhaid siú Is tá ríd spás an seo agus buna tróman sin fáilte ag Rory O'Connor agus
Stephen Bennett Shane Bennett a hánig go seach an son go leidir na gorman ag géirí glúise a chuir le céile sin ní raibh tusaí bháin is tíige chu sin Bennett ag teachta seach haig sé chosamach agus a glúin chamáilena a chorfan sin ní leon dáta go raibh sé chun stop a chuir le Rory O'Connor.
Agus Bennett an dána déiseach le carta buí Asling Gleeson hééis gáú man agus inis Shane Bennett agus tá Aidan Nolan ag teachta seach inis an David Redmond an Lochgarman sin Then go Nolan animithe an tosnú tá seiste inis.
Go Rudabantán Siller tá hartar trí ceharútas na himróirí sa 3 lárnach an farc beagnach a tom go léir.
Lead sin chun points amháin chun atrab ach ceann sin yes agus fóriil agus bhaid sin sásta leis sin tá sin níos ar ná sin.
Ní dé den dó. Ní sin ach an darna ceann atá chortha amú ag Loughgarman.
Noel Connors agus acrí spáis ó sa chóir. Fad a tras na parca. Sin tugging a híntach ag Liam Ryan. Agus tá puck sé eile cúilte ag Ryan do Loughgarman ach an bhaintáiste scuilte leis. Agus troch tas chun cín ceann eile. Níos go bhí dó ag Dara Fives. Níos taig de bord Kentucky math ag a siúd agus tá sin os clufa fichiile bhí láid. Nú clufa nadóg ní na san Jacob. Agus in rudí sciora tugus ús an ag Liam Ryan. An wa. Hayden Nolan atá déanamh fa sis in action. Seo rothar má ó Nolan agus pas lábha I dro Keith ach troch ceann a bhí an agus bhís ag taig de bord cin a bhí ar siúl. Philip Mahoney in an untu séir dro an cool báide. O'Keefe Shakadí an lár. Passí cliste. Is tá ámanis an seo. Conor Gleeson bhfuil sin an í fiocht nú. Bhfuil go háir de Gleeson agus an ceann sin in míthar an trasnán. Scorma ó Conor Gleeson agus tá trí cíníos in na fórde.
Go dá rinne sin go más sin glúiseach deas. Pas láive a bhí léite go maith ag taig de bórcha. Pas láive ó Duine na Gormanig an sin a bhí léite go maith ag taig de bórcha. Thosig sé sin na glúiseach críicnig sé le scór ó Conor Gleeson.
Shane Fives, Clishtiríis agus tá clárga ag Gíran Schlitter a chuneálach. Tá deisian seo ag Willie Devereux an ceann sin a bheith suas siar go dtí Murphy. Tras na drón chlíthá nach an íist. Go donna inimir tó móran. Agus in isis tací seach go deas tá Pádraig Mahoney ní ar sesin in an Andrew Owen Moore do Loughgarman agus in isis tain líd sin chun talúna agus tá puck séir grúta ag na Carmana.
Bhíonn sé éasca bhíonn sin a chur chun talún fechar chun leidir teagarthe atá sé mar bulí fir agus ard imróir agus lú clasí den sco.
Cúpla ceann curmú in is sé go bhfuil sira. Ceann na hits gear agus ceann dúnach chu ar fóriil.
Go bhfuil sibsúla sa gceann sodá a chur thar an drasnáin aige. Trí chulín idir na fórne.
Ceanú meid go dtí an bhrise. An réimse ag sin agus an uair seo tá an bhíchrainn is an ríis mar sin téine sa chéile curmú ag líd sin.
An dá ceann ag dul sa troch chéine. An dá ceann ag riddim yes agus fóriil. Sé géirí an ceann son a chorp de bhaine níos mó clé ach ní éirí leis.
Noel Connors fada. Chuile gan gaiirí Christy síos ag Portlarga agus is le Loughgarman a bheits an bulletín lína. Weston Gleeson níl sé roiceálach sa glupa go dtí seo fear chur cúpla scór ríúilsacha ag gunne Kilchonne sa móta deire.
Brunna carta buí ar luag a lóir sa cliff agus búnta chuinn sin seach ar imráach beidir go ómarí rá luag
Bhí bud a catúán rá luag an cé sé Gleeson Butta sé, ní achta sé chora sé bhla bhí a go bá chora sí gáil hena frasta.
Díreach chur a gúil an gan fechant rud bith agus díreach chur an dreistan cad mar scór inspiráideach an sin de Portlarga ó Gleeson.
Agus seo hagan in as in ís Loughgarman agus tá scór fáilte in as agus an ceann sin tócaí go handas ag Aidan Nolan scór bhí tastal wahab.
Go dó. Taréis an cúlínálinn sin ó Aston Gleeson. Derek le Aidan Nolan an rud canning céanna dhéanamh ar parcia.
Bhí gaiide go há náir ar fádach Sean Murphy. Fucking suas an ceann seo, near cuscéimeh an tógaí aige, siad a sin. Tá sé an tuairt bhí scór ach ní orna sé teagháilíonnta leis an Schlitter chorbe. Agus ní sé sin rómha ó líd sin. Loughgarman asúla níos áhhaid siúd. Tasammas an cethaí gráma sé sin in aíide go chumáin Jake Barron ach gráma. Bhui sé go talún agus an brua chuirhhair agus well bhí Schlitter grútar ag Nolan a cháil sé ríiste. Moran. Gan fada trasna na parca. Tuirtú Walsh agus Walsh ní chun talúna. Sin ceann sin tuí suas ag Dylan ar an ggólainn an ceann sin imi ar clé agus ar fórií bhaid Jake Dylan.
Sin an darna ceanna tá inathe sré ag Portlarga go dtí seo. Bhí le 3 cinn corthamú ag na Gormanig, 2 ceann corthamú ag Portlarga.
Martinez Shin. James Breen. Shannon Brutza. Hulla Owen here in Shin. August Dara Fives Bullimore. Tucky ag a shoe that Tidelet. And pass a hurt wide. Shellin before agus Shin ard pass agus tá Shanson shot. Portlarga tá Canchin Cunabo. Oh, the yard chance na ní that club agus before the Fives and score of a Tucky again. A hook shot bullet from shot.
Tan dawt Hannig Rory O'Connor in Shin Fecker a Golan. Dira ka shacht o Kerkor showed. Tucks air the back on near the van or Golan free Shin tá him shira. A cricket shell edition Shin get Dara Fives a point share yet agus ar 4.
Keshta churin sin Kevin Moran Fergal Horgan we came Fogger Brunu pucks here in Shin Cool Boris Stephen O'Keefe he had Mark Fanning chunin ceann seo hoigáil Rimmel na Carneogin ní Ramon an deisní ar chúla an sigleachach ceann amháin agus ní léon deisní seo mar is féidir le Stephen O'Keefe an ceann seo óla fada Burt Carmanach le gunne déiseach agus Murphy is Salar Nolan Chin Dúra Shep we score. And Lachashen Ragach there hey. Togan Shet and Golan. Pass out to Trostna agus siúgatí O'Connor. Shin Gaba O'Connor agus tá Puxir Grúta agus Pilta in Shin. Ag O'Connor at ní Ainty and Jamie Barron le sin ginne.
Right out big galore. The Nedesha and Shin Conanonsi Shin a brisha shears agus a stopper. Becker be in Rory in Ireland got a board on down Queen Galish feather. A Karenos. Pucks air Brunta ar na Garmanig agus an é sin a hog ní ha of Jack Dainey checked them back in the count seo hogáil beagnach seachta slát on goal.
Téide atá fáte ag Dainey sa glyfigus le tíad a chuí os cin ranú me an chuta gurtaíthe sin ceann tábhachtach na Dainey agus tá ceann sin builta go das Haran Trostna ag Téide Athra.
Counson ag tastal go dóite útha agus Davy ag captain ús heis ag go bhfuil le háim a teacht agus do bhhail leis a bheith an ús an taobhlíne chun bhúla lena chuidím Rory ag teachta seachan sin gachúlaín idir na fórne.
Gan sin built sa fád arís le go Keith tíreach ar an taobhlíne agus is le Garban a bheis tuc Slasa agus chodúmen díon bhile Téide Athra Portlarga áfuintí ag Garban de buinte Slua, as Garman, Gluchamach, and the Magunda. Chasselar Irish Harvest Squeelsa. It's not Deshek Portlarga at Truck Pass on Irish Wahab Shoe because in Galor Kena, Carasta Portlarga, Star Carasta, Garman, one more like Can Harvest Squeelsa. Bennett to Chassis Boss, Moran, Wilson and Kula all, Agus Talk Cool Fata, and Moran, the Portlarga, Agus Fishes in Troya, and Bennett. Creachtní Ed Moran ach Bruntanas a bhí á Cúig Queen's Edge of the Fórne.
Bruntanas Cartcha, Brutón and some Bacarta and the Garmanig and Count Shot Glandamach Rinnish Díra their pass a hurt ach near Eric Lesh Farfena I'm sure agus Padem or Cass a Hanig a Shack Piggy Kevin Moore and agus Rinnish Enwood Clishte Willa Erin Talib and Rud is on of his own agus Creachtní Shella Cold than a Nation.
Agus Spawn Well, Becher, Davy, tá sé le ceamgail. Sé ceappa go sin bhfuil sé ag blis sé beidir háfuinte dí hir agus mór an anasbáí cúicín na glyfar mar seo.
Agus ní bheith éon dóta gur cart go mechan slitar sin ar an taobhile den fárt.
Botúna bhí an na ríide ó an mór agus tá de sé le beidir ag Portlargan seo le Dylan bhfuil sé chun bulasíar a grúchtáil Níl agus seans go mai ar Horgan an íonar seo chahaisteach. Maar Níl is schütze sin tíocht amach. In the second Fáci. Johnson Cattiseach aige. Tucky Soos agus tá seansan seo ag Michael Welch. A ghrí mega leis an gól. Go leor leor áirte ach ceann sin ar cléigus ar fórí. Seansan bulidirnach go chéad le.
Tigan break Kamala got in early kick on top of the Tasha and Cooper score all. Dira Kribla Hammer. And the Dairy Glen and Neshe, Shini Yenid, at Malador to Gary Brunton as car to be owned. come on a behalf the right Davidson.
Danny Ramora Natharam and Ba and Kayla Portlarga Gimmer Simoniak Nisara Bob Newman the Shachan on Coots and Gertie Hayela Lochgorman Coolbog the Kevin Moran Bar he in the Dove Pod to Agassi Kayla Neil Davey Fitzgerald Rojas the Hurba Shami Hostela he's smooth on Dina Gimroria well by Shasimul Kadabais Leroy Gishun August Dan Shanahan Hain Pashid Harvemi Hostela Fergal Horgan Agus Mates at Arshul, egg the rates area. Nina Sam Tapeter, he's willing to Akbar Park, the Himmer of Fresh Shackles of Again on feet, the rates area, Agus Marshinda. Baisha Simul, Echo Kid the Horlos, it's on Sicha Cook the Medella, Top Focky, Siglifishach, by Derek McGrath, Sosta Gama, Will Port Lorga, Dullashach and Keane. On scoring, Shore Borky, Huiveg Lahab, Port Lorga, Hina Doyeg, Loch Garman, Zeboitze.
Taking a bit of a hit just before that break.
Yeah, they started off slow enough, but the middle third is very important. They got on top after a while and worked great scores. And I'd say coming up to half-time, David Fitz and Wexford were quite happy. They were 12-10, only 2 points down and still in the game. That's what they'd like to be. But then Owen Moore made a slight mistake. Now Shane Bennett did a lot of work. It was a ball that could have been cleared a few times Wexford backs. You'll see it here. Comes up, he makes a mistake. This is clearance up along here. There's 2 or 3 backs here that should have got it. Nice little flick up. Now, I thought this was going to be cleared. He goes to tap it back here. Watch this little simple mistake. Little flick back here, and this is where just Bennett comes in and gets it, and it does the right thing, a hand pass in front, and here's the old-fashioned kind of ground stroke, always be told in around the square ground ball, back of the net. It's a sucker punch really. They were right in the game, and now they're 5 down. They're still in it, but that's the sucker punch just before half-time, and Kevin Moran's having a right good game. Wexford had come right into it. Bennett was kind of quiet. He's up there on his own doing a lot of work because there's very few forwards inside the full forward line, but when he got the chance, he did the right thing, laid it off. A simple mistake by Owen Moore, but that's in this kind of games, they're the things that count and can kill you really.
Anthony, we saw the look on Davy's face as he was going in there at half-time, and that's the kind of thing, as Cyril said, that's the kind of thing that would drive you cracked, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he was quite content, Michael. He was coming down 2 points in it. We haven't really heard our best, and we're right there, but all of a sudden, bang, and that's very similar now to the Leinster final, isn't it? 5 in it again, going down the tunnel, and psychologically now, how will they recover from that? Because you felt who'd lead here at half-time. 2 points wasn't going to be much, but 5 is a bit with the way they're both playing it. Both sweepers playing really well.
Yeah.
You know, so in fairness,
it is a blow, Liam, but at the same time, you know, it isn't. I would put it to you, or to put it to Anthony and yourself, quite like the Leinster final, because Galway are going fairly smoothly at the moment.
Yeah, no, I would say like at 9 points to 5 after that 20 minutes, you felt that Wexford were struggling a little bit, but in the last 15 minutes, Wexford definitely got on top. Now, he'll be cross over the goal, but in fairness to Shane Bennett, twice he went to tackle and there were no tackles. He gave away silly frees, but in the third time he didn't give up, got the pass away. But outside of that, 5 or 6 times, Stephen O'Keefe has caught the ball inside, uncontested, tied. Sometimes Wexford haven't used the ball. To me, Wexford need to be saying, if I'm going for the score, it's the back net. If it goes over the bar, great. But dropping it into Stephen O'Keefe is they just can't do that because he sets up, he's good to distribute and he flashed the ball out straight away again,
The other thing that Wexford can't ignore as well, Anthony, is the way they've been fouling now. Michael Brick-Walsh certainly contributed to putting them into trouble on this particular one, but we've noted quite a few that conceded points.
Yeah, and he has drawn 2 yellow cards as well.
2 yellow cards.
Michael, but look, he's given all of us hope, Michael, because what a man! Has there been a bigger servant in hurling over the last 15 years than this man?
Except for Tony Brown.
Well, even Tony's gone at this stage, but still at it. But Moran as well. The both of them, the terrible twins for them, they've just been incredible. I mean, the work rate. I thought he couldn't reproduce what he did against Kilkenny. Extra time and everything included that. But there again, I call it the brick flick when I'm coaching young lads. I know. But he draws the card. He's so sure on the ball and knows when to run. Look at this. If you saw a young lad trying that, you'd be trying to rein him in. But again, feels the tackle and maybe knows. And Rory O'Connor goes into a yellow card. Willie Devereux had to be moved off him very early. Has been unreal for them. What a guy for Derek McGrath to be able to look to all the time. He'll deliver nearly every day for you.
Yeah, all right, lads, we will be heading back to the action very shortly. Now, before that, we will be giving you the opportunity to win a trip to this year's All-Ireland football final, and that is coming up after the break. Saturday game. Waterford leading Wexford by 1 goal and 12 points to 10 points. Today's attendance, by the way, 31,753. And that means the total attendance this weekend here in Cork is 60,320. The two managers, Anthony Daly, were both very slow going into the dressing room at half-time. They were later than anybody else going in. They were watching the video analysis. I presume this is fairly standard procedure.
It is now, Michael, that would be the way. Like, it's not everyone's cup of tea now. Some lads wouldn't want that. I don't think Liam or Cyril.
Cyril, do you do much video analysis?
I really believe that they can prove anything on them. OK, they can feed you stuff, but the manager has to be able to make up his own mind and see what's happening, because they're going to feed you information. It'd be very interesting if you looked at both stats when both sets of managers see what they're feeding about.
You were just saying, Jerry, take off the white boots. Yeah. That's it. No, but you're probably as good as your analysis, Michael. You know, you'd ask them to focus maybe on two things, and they'll focus on that in the first half, and you'll just look for the feedback on that, because if you're going to go abroad, it's going to go all over the place. You know?
Yeah. Listen, Waterford got that goal that we talked about, Liam, just before half-time. Wexford maybe will count themselves lucky that it wasn't 2 goals they conceded in that first half.
Yeah, you know, they had a real chance. Here's Dara Fives. I mean, this guy's had an absolute smash in the first half. I think he's been excellent. He's got a point from play, but he made a fantastic burst forward. Jamie Barron come onto it. He probably was wondering would he take it in the hand or would he pull. Anthony was encouraging him outside to pull, but he pulled and it turned out to be the wrong option. And you thought this was a moment in the first half, actually, a big twist, because they could have put Waterford on the front foot, but as a result it went down. And I think this is what Wexford need to do more of. Like, Podge-Doran does have an aerial advantage there on a 1-on-1. But if you're going to poke the ball in on top of the goalie, he's no chance. But if Podge-Doran gets 1-on-1 with someone like Noel Connors, he'll pluck it out of the sky, and I think they need to do more of that in the second half.
But Michael, in the last 10 or 15 minutes, even though Waterford got the goal, you'd have to say that Wexford around the middle third got completely on top. And only that goal, like, they'd be happy. Even though they're 5 down, they're winning the game if they keep going as they're going.
They've very little threat of a goal themselves, sir.
Yeah, they'll have to score. Yeah, they have to score.
And it's a 5-point lead. Waterford will score X amount. Mahoney will score nearly every free. He missed one, but will they be able to rattle into the other end?
That's the big thing. They'll have to shove up and go for broke, because like now they're 5 down, 35 minutes, you're out of the championship. You're either in or out, so there's no holding back now.
Liam, Waterford are out. Wexford will be out in just a second. Will Waterford, like the lads say, will they drive on?
Well, Waterford will be very happy. You know, they've got that 5-point cushion. I think at 2 points, you know, there would have been a real nervousness inside, because I think I've always said before the match, if Wexford can get this down to the last 5 or 10 minutes, they just might have the wherewithal to get over the line. They certainly don't need this 5-point gap to get bigger. I think for Wexford, it's all about trying to get it back to a point or two, and then it's, you know, that's to me their best chance. But at the moment, Waterford will be certainly the happier.
I suspect they will. All right, thanks, lads, for that. It's time now for us to go back to Marty Morrissey and Brendan Cummins.
Fáilte ais mar sin chuig Páircí Chaoimh agus Smuid Páil Piréir chun tús a chur leis an Darney Land seo. Bhíon a bus, goilte na gloch coslíoch. Well, more score in Enos is siad Port Lorgatach and Keen Heen and Doyeg in I Noid de Tábhachtachta nach Gorma go dusach siad a leis a go má. Clear the Chile chun a rís le líg sin ach fechan méid ó Port Lorgatach ní cheanta siúd agus an Chile grúte ar eis ach go dáhar. Can Keen and Shinnig Baron Equi Brew. Agus Neil Port Lorgatach ar ein spás chorbe It's not in the Olaf Gorman and the elite Shin. Passing Dasway for a bullet from again. And then Liam Ryan. If it's 3 and 3, there's Kahashen Schlitter show Walla. Gan Plehra. I guess an art score Fota Egg Liam Ryan. Froya Egg Shin. Fota Egg Ryan. First mark of Darnilla.
Gan go will Cogga Cart Shulin Shin Satrin Larn up den Park. Babralam Masrada Garevan look back on the Abate on Keved Imrory a beat Harter Larna Park and Nuraka and Red Torrent Schlitter shot. The Harter Imror. Cog the Larna Park.
Bullen more Milta by Stephen O'Keefe. Shach Mela Hula. You're a aid in it. Suler Schlitter. Sean Murphy. Halfway shoe. It's Almond shot. O'Connor. Hosek Rory O'Connor. Roher Ma. Passing to the Viana Giere. Hossein. Here the kids of Rahul Shearish. Murphy. Shahogane. Plus the park Anish. Canor. The draw O'Keefe. Agus the Irish Leshy. Agus action in Shin. Agus bullet drum fresh in Fota. Agus Shin Porrick Mahoney. Lure Irta. Agus an Canchin Emir Yesh. Agus Corey Lachby. They'll keep it into his shop food fresh in his Dushka. Let's go Corta. Puinu Mark. There's a puck here and take the Fort Lord getting in us.
Honey didn't in the garment of Shaka Lider. Agus a direct duration. Slitter is Quila Uig. Fecker shot agus a chuck the mark leis and Slitter Shin there 5. Agus Honey on Moore is Jack Dianacher agus Shin Carter Bui Brunta. Owen Moore and Shin.
Owen Moore agus Rory O'Connor and Ish o Loch Garman and thought no great Zora.
Could shots at Darnella Gary Tana Garman Agiri Wadney's Cormi leis and Usai the tie yen of Asan Slitter. Be Amity and Shin Sikeda nor be their hard of me Cora McLeish. Agus Tashi Tresh right to the Tama Ama Lahama a kind for Shin is Cosoi. Bert Cossatori Harter Podge Dorn who is in Shin far more. Abel to Breher and Gaunard Mahagan Shachige.
Mahoney, ni ready let Shin couple of hours Sikeda. Le Bully Fada, Shin Kady Racheg Mahoney, Agus Bullisira Macarenos Brunta, and Loch Gorman. Sweden Kata, Sadornila, points of 1 Fota, Liam Ryan, Longhuli Loch Gorman, Kerakeen Athra. Shellam Ignolan, Irashabala Hanania, Ordu, Hossein Betagutta Khashagazi Moore. Agus an ish Nolan at East Stihan, agus Zuckach the Igna Himrory and Schlitter of Fekka Gontala. Agus Tarring Erudikins, Shin tactic. You've said Keda Woolhog, Shin Gamao O'Connor. Shin Rohorita Rory O'Connor, Shin Ard scoring it out Fota again. On score is Ara for Loch Garman, Inspironta, agus an ish Nilat from a Chain Khool.
Creation Clipperchin. And we had in Tevlin a daily Rory O'Connor, Bridget through Hogalair, Agus Creek and Shell, Cooling Inspirage for Dort Hushin Gary. Doc Cooling Marchin, Holiday Taba took the Garmany, cooled in the foreign in it.
Ganma, O'Keefe, the Irish are Shinamach, but Loch Garman. Tokisus, Nishin Shenig, Jack Guiney. He's going to some K in throw or a shot towards Nero. It's a Pivlina.
As I near Hooksha, she was Strachach and she is Saponia. This is in Harlem and Nicornum.
O'Keefe, Fada. Guffelsing a Hollands in air and Shin, Ego Hanlon. That's why Shoe, Gizzy O'Connor. Yeah, Hanish, Fecha Shin, Ufos of Mar Holaher. Agus and Schlitter and Ashinish and Moran. Can't Fada Bulsing a Shoe. Can Shin, Yesh, Agus Fori, Agus Kupakan and Ish out of the move. Port Lorga, Rotsa, Ingan Raidsor and Pukshin Hogal at East.
Yeah, good out. And then down the counter, Takorhamo, Concha, Satarnala, Captain Agus Viga Lora, Agus Bosch, like Mahoney, like Morn, cutting counts on a score out.
So the Morn at East. Omega, Upper Kathal and Tussa. Iska Egna Pussy at Badernish Commission and Concha the Mahoney. Porrick Mahoney, he were in score on Immers Gadisha, Agus Neil Ain score, Fata Ega Gabon, Agus Tasha Shinga Donna ó Fort Lorga.
Tágan dó tá sé tar éis réon deisen a chruthúdóid féin go luúin seo sa tarna le chun pointí a áil agus heporthú é sin a dhéanamh sin Bennett tar éis gúlan trauma áil a rís ón mór an sin.
Owen Moore a bhla go trom. Agus in istá anna dí eile títa seach tá Jack O'Connor taci seach an anna Paul Morris in oran Lochgarman O'Connor a bhí anam ní hesa cúgur déag ní capi tosú. Shane Bennett fós hís agus cúpla bula trom fáteige agus trabha is do hí zétarrá gort uig nach chús an sin nach bhfuil an aíre pat.
Fear dimmer go héantach má leis an bhuiin frí blian is fithe seachtain ó hin hí sé Bort Lorga agus cail siad an clifa sin do chorca go déanach.
Bult sa fad ag Fanning. Sehar Dachói go léir an can sin an gargan tíomhlíne agus an istá Cinne Brunta Fort Lorga. Sinna med caite sa darni le Hussein is a fannach le splank mórcin sa glyfa seo.
Tá gachlín is ag fannach go féinach ach ní dóile go meisiid féinach roiad éile a sé a súil le taspátas níos fear an dá héfa leis na tacticaí atá á úsáidecha ní dóilm go bhecha siad mór an níos fear námana atá titim amach go dtí seo rénas.
Anada ó Keith agus Tuchtaí ríis san sin bháil sí fa go suas glad amach cé an rús slitar seo hí me gnácha na lícinn chun talún éisceap sinna O'Connor atá díléad ausar fad sa darna leis seo do Lochgarman. Seo ruthúiríonn tá Chloe O'Connor. Passáil amach ag go deas in isise seansig sin agus tá cean sin seolta thar an trasnáb go héantach ag líd sin cruthie ag Rory O'Connor.
Go dá rinne Rory rinne na cosantóirí go mac an úntí Port Lorga brite fios ar dús. Rinne Rory O'Connor go mac d'éirigh leis dul thar réint a cosantóirí an sin agus an sin trí cholín as a chéile ag na Garmanig sin an sort tús a bhí a testa a luha gan nach gá cholín idir na córne.
Seamus le 8 me dimmer a caite sa darna le ní léon scór go fóil fáte ag Port Lorga sin a Liam Ryan ceann do bháin fáte ag go dtí seo chun can sin tocaí go deas ag Stephen O'Keefe. Bult sa fada ag Coolbáide. Deis beidir an seo agus tucha suas go deas ag Dylan sciorse a ríis. Dylan ceann ísio leach drocha an trasna agus ámanis an seo ag Murphy chun ag ceann seo ghlana. Bult ag a siúd ach úfása ní mála me rá ní sé sin go máth chorbe. Cas is bás Dee Gleeson sesin an rud a cín stiafúlaíana trochfes a seach ó Gleeson. Mála me tún sa máth í imrúí ag an level seo pata tá cúta na báí a hán duna fé láthair.
Sin gadó caiisiid an slitar a úntar tríd na línte agus go méid seabal tar deisisin a chruthúdas na tosathe. Tá sé seo níos fearan is líd sin ach a rís capimse bhfuil an ceantaí me thuirhéis agus a rís ar fóríonn.
Agus bhí deise go cruthí go máid Jack O'Connor. Is ní tarrá nach bhfuil cúpla seansa ag Port Lorga nó ag Lochgarman. Tús a darna le ach chumé go bhfuil Port Lorga fása is a seobar feisirs agus Shanahan ag Paulfí réile hir na sé.
Mar a prapáil ar feid tamlín an sin hiasar an taobhlíne agus Jake Dillon a fágáil na páirce.
Agus bhí Morris ar aus nuair a tháinig sé seach freisin in áid chun chunne fuirse an puc séir ríhabhacht sin agus an cúl agus á seabhhar an ag cíl chunne sa móta dúrnach.
Dul is seach díreach mar lán tosí Shane Bennett ag chat amach ar an le líne nó níos cuid ón cúl.
Bult sa fad a ríist. Fáiltí an sin ar mór an man an gohfuil in edach sétí ag an réitar Fergal Horgan agus tá puc sé brunta ag ar Austin Gleeson.
Tá an dos agus a rís Morris Shanahan tar éis tulis seach well tugann sin dar a rá a dóibh fechar sin sinna a chalís hanig Gleeson is seach beagán in déanach agus bhí Graham ag an mertacha ar de chéile.
Sin cinná cliste there ha.
Craig a bhí ann.
Bhí bertach ag bertach go ber chomán na chéile agus tá hí rud féin ag gur ceap.
Ní mór an bhín níos fear ná Brick Welsh chun puc sé ar a bheile ó chosantóir agus tá sé tar éis ar a leiad gá ceanna a chruthú dá féin a sin sa chéad le.
Shilcan Rehobochtach do Warwick Mahoney.
Gan éon scóra den néis go fáil, den nóid go le imethe ó le hama.
Agus an is faoin atá ceann fád sacam agus an is tá 3 pointe into na Pórne Rís.
Sin is fearr bhí inni a bhainisteoir an son agus é a súil le scór agus sin ibrid fithe an sin Brian O'Halloran in Chatford Parke agus Shane Bennett a fágáil na Parke. Agus sa tres bhuileanú go donna go leor a áil agus Brian O'Halloran ag dul isteach an sin agus James Breen ag choráithine díreach.
Dunshing roots a Hanwine Gleeson show Roher Lloyd agus inis tá takeíocht imiste ó bullet from Fáteige Shada O'Halloran an tunna dí tíireach iste a tá neadóg séntí ag an réitsór agus tá Gleeson hís agus ba duine go chusantóirí Lochgarm na dribblóid an seo.
Go bhfuil rinne an réitsór go má thug sé an buntáist de dóibh dús fechan na bhaimh sé an buntáist as ach sin é James Breen. Táirta bhuaid runta gan dát. Hanna sé seach déanach go leor seo Gleeson ag teach agus fechar Breen agus é ag chumáid súlgéir Gleeson agus Gúlan Leider an son.
Beth one section stanga as Breen Hain freshen spotted the Lodge agus tá Gleeson.
Go dát well is fearr Anna Leider é as an Gleeson tá sé an Jackar tapan sé né gortú ach tartú go leor James Breen freshen. Maras a rimmel na Carnoige, beag sé dí gírí, beidir búma núgá a legan na núsar.
A chansan is Sheikh Mahoney, seachcín go pointí áil dó hain, agus chéricín go pointí a chud into na Pórne. Agus níléon stró in sin le Pádraig Mahoney. Hí na cairdeagan is gonne 3 pointí agus an 2 pointí sin Pádraig Mahoney Rehobochtach go Fort Lorga.
Gan out mar a dúras ní a bhéin scór feite ó le hama. Og Táma fórsin an cúl cinúnach sin ribla hama.
So that Aidan Nolan, Roher Malwai Siúd, Smasala Támóran agus Gleeson agus an chusan tínta agus an radíocht tínta Gleeson agus tá sé sin ar aus ar fáda chuas a chéta fánachta Sean Murphy.
An scúbadóir ar an tebel in an park.
Dumnach a dtíana fraiseach a chórsaí druch feasa bhí an do Willie Dover Deverach sa ar leid a sesin in an Owen Moore a fe cumach. And is acri spáis os a chór. Keddy other shot. It's Roman the Carnoig agus tight to Borkham. Take Tá tí veligar park of Hadachla. Full of hort squealte. Agus an sin an puckamach roots a hanwa like Shane Fives. A shini nine pat do tá Gibbons like custom do brescia. Mar orin a tá dollar an unsi. Tá tú dulling leclishin.
Cahatú nil nauta brifwishin agus cahatú an slittar mar dúras ganna féin. Cahatú é omper agus é omper tríd na lín ta sinne an tísa gadíochta anna cliste go Joan sin ó Aston Gleeson ag an tebelad an farc. Bhís a rán ar chur Gúlan James Breen is seach go mór ar time céit fan géit cinnta nar chur inis. Mar clifa maníochta níl sé ró harintach a chur a bit. Tá bhar na tacticí ach is cummal in na banistóirí tá sé ag irí clifa a bhóchant agus duine an strachata a go bert. Cumma lá faoi túramí é an duine.
Shanson is Gleeson Hain. Tá sé chun an ceann fada seo a ghlacha. Was sin scóíontach why Aston Gleeson. Push a sheer dúte Poggy Codjabsa. Agus tá Davy Hús an sin agus ní mór an gigas.
Níl gan dá é fós ar fannacht an sin Hús an Ardan. Agus ag súil le níos mó óna le héitse de Rory O'Connor agus sin é Jack O'Connor.
Tá points a fáilt ar as.
Go mai.
Scóilte anháin Jack O'Connor scór mátaréis trící na sa chéile a dhéile.
Gan out bhíon ceann na testáil go dóite útha ceap go leor. Tar éis trí cholína a géile mar a dúirtó go háirithe an ceann an bhuama allbhór an sin ó Aston Gleeson second to go ó him.
Dro O'Halloran tan ceann seo agus Shanson is it's a thrust an goal in Shinnig. Michael Walsh goes Shanahan fought in Shane Morris Cortú takeíocht agus passí fliste Waishiúd agus Nishtar Shanson seo a Gleeson count sin chun go hard agus cara hala trasná nach bhí seansa Gleeson ar chul agus Shimmy chun talún na freisin í hen chéadúr dó a puinte fátige.
Cadé mar fast ar dús ceann ó Brick Welsh trasna cúil chuig Mara Shanahan agus an sin Diacha mar céir go hála de Aston Gleeson tar éis seán slitar a bhúil an bótasan ach cadé mar fast a thug Mara Shanahan trasna chuig Aston Gleeson agus rinne Gleeson go maith chun na cúlín sin aimsú.
An trasna leis go dtí Liam Ryan. De scórála ag Liam Ryan ach tá sé fós ar ruthar. Fós aige, Passal's amach go das aige. This came in das agus tá tuc sé ar eile brunta an sin dúir an Talísir Willie Devereux agus sé Conor Gleeson an Beltor agus arba mí chhlachtar bhí láid.
Agus ní go minic ag an tú lán cúlaí ag tuairt pas láimhe ibre a trí ag tuairt pas láimhe chuige an cúlaí cúine ibre a dó agus í chuige slaat ón cúil eile.
Sin an áit ar dhéile Conor Gleeson. De seo agus mar se carta buí dá bhár. Agus tá réitor stú freisin. Agus bhfuil duine cí teile dul seaasa le an óta man an bhfuil. Sin carta buí eile brunta ar Coughlin agus inis tá seans ag Gainey. Agus an scór glaci ag a siúd chun Kerricane ágáil in na córne ríist.
Tá sé fíorhabhar tucht de Lochgarman gan na néise a ligand roiad a chun tosig. Níl na scór ag teach go teomh nó aon rud mar sin ach tá si de áil beagán í níos éasca ag na néise ná mar atá si de áil ag na Gormanig.
Brúin seo go hálinn ó Mara Shanahan tá nilin fear dhéir agus an cansin chuir dhéisigus ar fóríil agus ba Loris mí hostal lei sé.
Bhí mé beidir an ceithre ceanna tá chuir chamóig ag a Port Larrigan seo sa darna le bhí go leir spáis ag an báta Sunday.
Connors a dúna go maith go dtí an láir go fada le Kevin Moran agus seo láidir ó Moran de scórála agus siúd agus sin ceann fearhá go dó fáilte Kevin Moran híana trí atá go héin sa gleitha ard scór.
Go de héna trí scóráilte go dtí seo ag tuairt anna cena síoch dóibh cad é sin mar cúlín hiic sé go raibh cúlín a testáil go dóite óna irin agus rinne sé an clas an bátasan.
The Tussy Grucht on the Corricaner, Philip Manny inis. Some can shot, Fata ag Shanahan. Agus an ish. Tashi at the teeth, Gatovus gets rain. Mara Shanahan, Beth can the healing shed O'Hain. Agus an ish shaking the Quincy Atharum.
Aga down Anna Airford Mar Hussey, Brisha Fair and Sin. Agus near a vein with the one in the count of Port with Hoolin. Agus Erdi Grisha Shimmy and Brick Walsh, Fogall, the Park and Sin.
Chud sianta Brick Walsh agus
Stephen Bennett in his shot.
Stephen Bennett is it.
Dúireach mar a dúirt mé an sin tá Port Larrigan tar éis leanú chun tosaigh an sin, sé chulín chun tosaigh an is, gá chulaí dur na fórne, is bearna mór go leor seach nó mé déag nó mar sin fanta.
Sin an bearna is smú into na fórne ó thosa an cluife. Gá scóir sin ó Moran agus Shanahan freisin na Shannon-Dory ag amsú na scóranna sin rud eile freisin agus na spáint cineadach go na lead óga.
Thug siad an Kennesaíocht dóibh ag tús an clifa agus tá siad a dhéanamh an rud ceann céan inis. Tá clifa Brick Walsh hart ach tá mór ná an fós agus é fós an leidir.
So bhís neart Kennesaí ball agus got him up hart simple agus tá siar go fada le ó Keith. Not the fada ag a siú. Dró lár na parca. Ard gáil ar fad bhaid. Devereux. Sin an image really big squeal said Errol Nolan. Slitra all a shaft to lead Shin. Nish which Nani Canis are all our Shane Fives. Should that lead Shin? I guess Slitra called Tega. Felty and think Shane Fives there because Puxy or shaft the lock corner.
I don't touch a fear yacker. Bjognak doyented. Fair collider Tiger Hellechin a stopper. The Ryan Shen Slitra Vishek on fourth for Ruher and son. I was near the vein with the one in Agin of Hossenthorda for Larga up stop a Corlish. Ní léon dóta go rinne sé sin Tréitnú Chinnar an Talavanson Tugs éard an na Garmanig ar dógáil ag Jack Gainey ceann seo Harbh tábas chun an bearna bhúna beagáin Colleen idir na fórne.
Cín Quincy fáte gáinní go dtí seo. Seans aige trúú ceann agus an ceann sin an dá fosta. Ní na hotaigh sé Quincy ag cadú a focaigh.
Maradoras anna hábhachtach chun an bhearna a leidú beagáin Colleen idir na fórne is agus a rís gach peoch có hábhachtach a éróig le na Garmanig scór nó go eile áil go tapig.
Is Davy Taki, she's the drone team Lena Arish, Christy she's like Shanna, Beckizos Gama, Willie Deverach, Samach and Eshkati, Dermot O'Keefe, Shani Sauro, Loch Garman, pass on to drone Cunha, well, Vila, Hansen, Shilling McDonald, Neuro Shannon, Sheleva, all, I guess Shanna Connors, I guess Shearnish, Maria Beckle, East Finicky, Leigh Fliffa, and then a Schlitter, though, Abbas Shear, the full Stephen O'Keefe. O'Halloran, Fred Shegan-Tigger Sochan and Clonshall, Gennard action, why Brian O'Halloran and Gira Passahurst, why Imruri Schlauno are Timpel the Horta. So Dera, Clonshanish, Glantafada and Rory O'Connor. Passing glow to Bug, that's why shoot, Kofadala, David O'Keefe, Desh Scorala, Egg O'Keefe, the Loch Garman, I guess in Deshin, Toki Gamahega. Agus sin an dána pointe fáte go O'Keefe sa glufa.
Tá an rud ag éirí leis an count sin a hógáil mar bhí Jack O'Connor ina éanaar an sin díreach Stiggy Lard Parkinson agus é ag léach go leidir ag d'éirigh le O'Keefe an scór sin a aimseo. Maladoras bhí sé tábhachtach go bhaíoch go Garmanig an céad scór eile ceithre Colleen idir na fórne is.
Nis tá seans ach go bin seo O'Halloran is seas is bás go dtí Bennett bhfuil seasin an tadí an srío sé ag clicáil imi chun talú nach tá nedóg sétí ag an réitor agus a bhfuil bula éire go bromta.
Tá go dó.
nó bhfuil sé tíre choráló stoppaí. Ní ha tup sír tá bromta ige ach bhí sé subtasach a bhí
Person na láb amach Captain Fengur Harlan Calís teba muid an bosca agus sinna Harlan.
Bhí Sean Murphy úsáid a chumán bhí Steve Bennett gira a bróga úsáid agus
den ná ní bhíon ach dútáir bháin sa chéimlinn sin Gary.
Dhéanana hir teis anéisce bheits an seo do Fóric Mahany chuig cin go faointí chuid in bhórna agus éonúair éirí le Loch Garman coppla scór áil agus héachtar eis go trídí chear a faointe go hundúiltain Portland gar eis an scór áil.
Sin scéal an clifa go dtí seo. A seo go deireadh na himmarthe caiigh Loch Garman sin an Colleen ó Mahany san. A caiigh Loch Garman a bheith bhád níos fórmaí ó héamh úsáid na líróide agus feiceiminis Harry Kehoe ag clap chun páirce agus Conor MacDonald nach raibh feicáileach ar chorabé i mbeag a fágáil na páirc.
Agus Harry Kehoe ní hosan ná hosan sean clifa seo agus ag géad a couple suncaúir twaid. Couple off Toki. Murphy to Liam Ryan agus buna níana sin rud a cínt cála siad a slittar an seo agus unasa a cileor daoine rán bhfuil sé sin soch maithacham agus in isise Shanahan tá luas ag bhar seo agus tá pointe fáte ag Shanahan agus tháinig sé sin i logo halfóid i meas cosantóirí Loch Garman.
Agus le díreach a súil leis an púil i ggéal sí díreach rib le hama Gary botún ó na cosantóirí a rís Tuch amach garid ná raibhrí amach I gceart a srud ag ar thóg sí ceann fada bheadh sin a chaimlint an slittar an tebal in an páirc.
Sa drón Cunha Paig de Borca tíocht amach agus fáte ag sin a ggéire inspiráid a thuirt dá aidan íon siad a taú leis an áíre le ná mór agus Portland is sé fás a seaas an glufa seo tíar ní Ná do mór nach an cean sin imi ar chlé agus ar fóríló Kevin Moore.
Ach Maradoras bhí na Garmanig tar éis an bhearna a leidú go dtí ceithre Colleen agus an sin taisiú tar éis Téire Colleen a ggéal an son Liam Ryan tar éis Bóma Corey Jack an son.
De Borca Eros sin an chúscúir sé héarán agus an job dínta aige. Gleeson le ceannaí níos silús a chluicheannach ní ceann maith a bhíán seogan líd sin a hána an áir nach an ceann sin mícrín agus scuile Stephen O'Keefe amach na sin gean sin. Denú med fácí pan séfuint into the fórne Deacar bailach ag calar eis na Loch Garman.
Tá sé Deacar go leor sa slíos go bhfuil idir i gimmert níl idir cuaram go leor ó héamh an sellh a chuimead gan a bheith má go leor beidir chun na deisina a crothúdáid féin Tebistig de Shachtú nó Shastaslat ó Chúl Fort Láirige.
Glanta fada O'Keefe. Swimming greens na Sula. Gilorgan the Himrory here in Shinigus. Or Bradioch Dienta. Manny. Gyar Arish Eiska again Gulboida Fanning. Over to Matthew O'Hanlon. County Nishalo O'Connor. Shafkadas Kazi O'Connor Jack. Ashnish Chig and Drahar Rory. Agus Gurran Shat and Goblin Kinnan Agus the Gira Falloff to Shis in action and Ishtan Brathus. Merlina.
The poor Jack O'Connor and Slitter about us on Gary Bigalora Mega second no go again and Deshin a Corhar and Drashnan in Unichin Hookshep pass. She is Sakunya Higagrahar. In Ati Wadney's Massa, because Illini Wadney's gear and the Yenin Shekil or Corabit Dumpster.
Colin Dunford, Jefferson is fresh in the Fort Lorga, and it's a fog on the park at Jamie Barron.
One of mine and the Gormany cool. Ni Doylem go will chance to go talk to Rashish Sackmer. Neil should have fallen the coolie in the Eska galore from the Barnish in a Guna.
There's some brew, Toshi the Kuder, lead chin and shot. Agus Monaghan you're in a Jack O'Connor Gama off and chin. Nisha Gutova. Nieta Rog in the Port Lorgar O'Walla. Salah Hurgan Kinal Shin. Deverux Thrust in the Park O'Hanlon. Nisha Hanish Kapada Breen. Agus Pucks here in this Brunta. James Breen.
Lira Count Bog Lord be Austin Gleason now and we fed the Liam Tussin Flea. We bullshit Breen no end run. Heger Wallace better in the end of the rest of Golden Ladder all the week for Hanoma to him the machine.
Stolen Basic Teshkan, Gramo Kudishaka, Willie Deverux, Nurvi Session towards Pass Weiger on one touch that. Lucky again rates or Jack Guiney, Takashir, Hunting Counter, all from Kukin, all got it in the Pornia. This is Kanshin Bultigadasa, Guiney. Air Clay, August Air Flori, well, they were thought to be Fadish in a mach. I'm going to see chance, no Tini sorry, I'll go to Shaq and give him the car now again.
Tompkins attacked the Shaq and Shins on the Gormany. Going to be took off Addishin on Cool Bench and Jacker Galore, the Crean, Shin Tudge door in the Fogall.
And you know, Bishamach, the Podge, you know, Bishahan. It's not like Bishamach, ain't the big Gimmer Selina Lom, Tussin Yob. Manishek, Pike de Borka. Passing Das Waishud, O'Halloran and Giri Eal, Nira Shannon, Balak, Baiting Wixham, Dorna Desh. Tukazuz Kamai, Corrick Mahoney. She throw O'Halloran. Tasha Potter, Ashnish O'Connor. Potter, Gadiach into Kamai, Bennett. Some Kanshin Bultashir. Chance of a shake. Fort Lorga. Counter Landala, no Connors. Yarnish at Sagwalin, Tapish Schlitter up by Shannon and Stihan. Only from Palona. Willie Deverux, Sinish. Puts a father Egashud. Harish, Dirt. Olaf Gormanish, Iselina Lom, Tussa. William Capper. Fort Lorga. Guy Nila Loggy off behind Sir Yesh. Agus Fori, Agus Hummer, Muchgarman. Will Bedri the Rolo Hain, be Blean Wahana. That was Buntinyo.
And out Nilcomer Rova, Horhok, Maradorto. Tasha Fear Yacker, Hosehe. Ein Ruddy Yen, of Augusta Efoktok. The night, Marshan Nov, Norabina, and no more custom Tory, and no sort of like 3 inch Nabul in the ex Stefano Kiev and Sinteresh and made them flitter that bull to get a good job.
Shachtig a speaker hockey Iraq the Fata, Gorman Spihi and a strip of 3 Iraq the Fata. Fort Lorga to show Roherman, show Colin Dunford, Omani Das. Afghan Kanshin, Kura, Erforil, and Colin Dunford.
Better, Neil and Fight Ken, a better again the nation shot. Hashin Shekolin, Fantastic Ganach, Puig no Shane, no Shack, no Matfanta better, nor a Hogan to own Kuta Gorta. Gorta has an eye of Pan Brugalair and the Gormany, Conrudeg in the end of Wicorsi and Sugar.
Agus Ma, Ruin, Port Lorga, or Noe Keely and Shagan My Tarrants, Might in the Morach, Gonna Clippy, Macanish.
Rétar a dul isteach an sin chun caint le taig de borcha. This is going to care the Hurling or care the finish
Carta Darragh taig de borcha agus sin Carta Darragh mar sin I mé session fall na Lorga the like Anish.
Listen, the Hart Captain Ken.
Well, tá Intas Derek McGrath, tá Intas in the Logan shot. Agus by music fadach le Ahebertach. Well, that's an imroor hábhachtach go Port Lorga. Leis na tactici imrian siad, is in a re-hábhachtach le hain. Agus an can sin, but Alan Trasnan will tá score fáta acum agus fáta ag Jack O'Connor. Tá fair breis acum, ní si that quick points in the here nish.
Drag it out well and force on Brew force Orho. Come out. I guess the Guri Oil Mackinson care the Hurling and take the Borka after will then would draw Hiller on this action shin. Pulling Fear Harbour for fighting shin Jack O'Connor drive. Cadem Kinuna can shin on Rétar, quick say Gorla let them wear cool. We don't go back on Rétar and piece action shin or Cordobe.
Roger Harringsha on the Chlugad na Chéile Córaig agus sin an chúis scóir se an Carta Darragh agus Pádraig Mahony inis chun an Sir seo Hoigal agus dói mar bhí marrá leis an slí an imrí in Port Lorga the Borca leis an scóir sin ag dul ar an trasna an ó Mahony agus inis leachos níos muna leachos ag Port Lorga sa glufa le Canada Ada siad wamba mas no da wheelchair Fedry.
Drag it out of the Tashi the Borca in Aston, then Nos and Kedla Ella, the Tashi the Brat, the Moore or the head, the Pádraig Mahony and Yov, from the puck and the Sarah in the score out. And it's just in the marine sheet, Coheen sheet along, puck and the Sarah dive then.
Puck Sarah, Roots, Shinnig Matthew O'Hanlon dog, and Paul saying Tashi shaking between team here. Like Stephen Bennett. William Begoskin Van Numan Falky. The master of the game grew at Port Lorga County. Naitilo with the left hand and Ruth Dalling Everett slash the tactical shot.
Touch the jacket, the Lord must look at the line. She pulled back.
She post blow.
Come a diff roller, Corsi, after the Tussentori. Port Lorga Lloyd and son Jack O'Connor.
Chance by O'Connor. Agus an Can sin cutter yes sin le hit go hands the Jack O'Connor agus catú rá go méid go bin sin.
Ní na cúpla nóid pantanis agus trying piece of action and sin le take the Borca agus ní leirgus ráhí léir a bhain ach dúirtin ag an go rug sé Graham chlugad a Chéile Córaig beidir é sin é.
Merlina a running Carta Darragh sin agus níon réitar mar sin bar sé hard a bheith simú lecha cad a Hurlas an tacht an shot. Cínta go méid go mbeidh Port Lorga í an áchaní ach sin a Kevin Moore ná písa all in Ibra agus bhí ní smú á meg an mar i gap sé an Jim Liam Ryan fells in tar siúd Numan do bháin atá fáca ina sin. Ní tarrá in fact gur classic a bhí sa glufa seo.
Ní féidir é sin nó aonrúd mar sin a rá. Quid an cliffe shot is a lof of the lore on the fear in the run near when it's more on 10 of us forward that the tactically be outside and go ahead.
Buffalo big gas that country. Aaron Dortz, Derek McGrath, Agus Dave Fitzgerald Ribray come along not either a Cliffy O'Roughdal Agus sto he been around the vice McGrath rock now Gucci the shake Cliffy like Anna Shella.
The education and fog will and there's the show that Cahas Gacha and Law and Tweed and Fui, Agus Agagro, Corsi, the Grenade with an issue, Tommy Ryan and Chapman Park at the Fort Dardigan.
Ken Numan on Goods of Gertie hat. Second, he said in Shachtu Numan. John Fata. So Sheer the start. Murphy. Sheer is he fanning cause all the pasta low look Gorman. Agus the low can all a pasni Marshin. Lulu Sheer Gama, Kevin Moore, Aidan Nolan and Ikanta and Job Stinta. agus seansan is ag Dara 5 in Canshin na Glana. Road Dunford agus Green Quinnier Dunford Chino Halloran Pekisus go Hallin and go Halloran Sinead score all in Fota Grino Halloran the fourth Lorga shot points into the corner.
Yeah, it out to then could rather Grino Halloran Pekka go me rain the blade tagus Hashana happy. But Hanik says Jack about the shot in Tommy Rain and Chapman Park and Shin. After Grino Halloran Coca Galore control Prince score and Shin. That was an Ishta. Shock goalie in either the forna, come Slan Tool Galore or Corsi or have the nation there, Parlic Mahoney fog on the park, a job the answer done line of
Gana Bolsa Fada in Murphy, Coca-Cola Pastel Murphy Mera, the Amshire Ian. And the summer splished it in Shino Port Lorga, Morris Shanahan, I guess Acri Sposh in Ishin Shaw. But Reiner Halloran, Desha get a Dorna Points all, Mark Rochen Schlitter, August Bolsa go Halloran, I guess Shinatash and on the other. Marathers to Pat, Imro comes off Winsa, Asikela.
Dragon out of the reach, the Imro Yeller and Tab Ellington Park, of Bisham, we need a color to rest on, Kate Count a score on. Upgully in either the foreign and Trihisha, Hard of the Hearth and Ish. Coming care to Yen and Lochgarman Captain. Definitely met Cousintori a top, Sheer and Shin again the nation.
Chance are cool to fall. Lochgarman top pucks here, Grutishach.
Here Yakar Bishop Treed, Falla Cousintori, Marshin Gary. Just thought, Anna Hahi, Imrory, Fort Lord again, again, Ruddy Marshin. Duna Mac, Cliffa, Stephen Bennett Teresh, Carter Bui, all Hasten son.
Fine, fancy look at regard to Darragh brother where hiding the Borka. Agus Jackie Guiney will Kasha. Let's be cool and shot. David Crunny saw a chuir chlár a score. Agus some Canshin in me. Aaron Trostnan agus Gigle Clusha less is lower. Afo saying, oh he Davy Cahanbra gosh look me to Lochgarman if it's house to go back.
No, no, she'd really fight. Tashi Teresh Anna Gold von Keane Yenig. Tashi Teresh for Dr. Canapa Shackens the Tactiki Yata Osage Eggy Davy. Derek McGrath Genevan Wood Canning Kane and the Kerribly and Hishi Bortlarga. Neil Acha Blian Nis Luna Blian Katja Egdevi in the Garment. So work in progress for Gertrude or Schuliga.
Newman Falke by Bortlarga Egemerts Ibarka Kroka Imliana.
Rodney Slew Brewer, Morris Nammer to be here. Here's a Norlist, a Tog Allen Puck, Sayer Derren up again in the crate.
This is coming for yard shot. The one, he's moved off of the Shingal. Thank you, Joe. She wants to trust the nation of Formula. Sean Murphy. This is going to be squished little bulls like Murphy, not aimed in Ella. Came away. There's an edit Dimrory here, and it's Port Lorga. I guess Spencer shot. Murphy reached. Hulling on a sheer.
He didn't want to be in the left and Shakas a cool bar.
Sinead, like some Canshin and Row, Keith, Sabal to get Hayska. Using 8 hour if you want Iraq their cool of beyond. So Keith, Nish, Canshin, Math. And this took Sarah Shaffer and Pet, again, with Fergal Horgan. Slow up to see Bogal Park, Finish. Around the dash.
Nish Pekka Thomas, which is on a cool bar, of course, he gives it a man if the Nish. Shaspi is good and Slitter and Mac in the Himrory Eller and Bart with the speech. Stephen O'Keefe, Harleve, the no can you Gary Nafed.
Signa Himrory, Bailakit, Tarshula, Tampuxir, Shafbrunta, Lochgarman, and Fergal Horgan. Chance Kirby shot on action Derna X, Winston Siglifa. Sear shot. Togal. Jack Guiney did it. Just the Himrory Shear was Manina. Check him out for the Argentina spin it all. And that don't get it, I hate it.
And where Lena is Jackless and really smacked the command of Corsi and Sunder and Lena.
So the Guiney. Augustan Cansha Samuel Tagus Tall Hero to finish Shasta Nango.
Jack
O'Connor the Lochgarman at Rowall Singleton.
Yeah, the well Rinish Egamak, Hanish Jacker and Richard or Hanish Mac. Awesome Willish in aboard Jack Guiney, Jacker O'Connor, which is Jack the topic. agus rinne sin rud cliste búl sin scrit go tapigar an talib a cool a scoráach an Joe van Dake an scoráilte an talib.
Sinné an edó get a sétí ag Fergal Horgan agus tá Portláirge an asing le fellach agus na héidir Ianson Galia Corca agus Tugladar in the vice of Torrance agus Tasha Simul and the sheet Ewa single fellach agus Shimri in the pen.
Well, there's a symbol that scoral sheet cool agus three colleen is fihin job Captain Fenn gon Eric Gomalo con a match in a score list the tactici atá outside the puck agus come le Winter Portláirge is come le banistíocht Portláirge tá sé de fáil na scórna agus tá sé de bóchan na clippi agus bin an rudi sábachtaí ach beag níos má scór na beidir a teastáil luha chun na clití a seo amach beidir a bhóchan Captain Fenn.
Derek McGrath agus David Fitzgerald díireach go a buchas lena chéile. Leid is dói hééis sin tíma a bhí Portláirge gonne Corca gríomh na mún tá deis eile go bris hééis coppla clifes a chéile Rochtdal í báile Kilconne agus inis Loch Garman ach tá breachtas na Carmany Hart go sé seoir seo agus speise simúla amach an pléite le Portláirge dul céimó an eile ach Ní sin a chud Hart ach tá an action Hart an seo an scór dúnach an seo I borci chuí me glyfi carú canis na héirin Portláirge hína fi trí Loch Garman a hían a níteag.
Austin Gleeson, congratulations. Where does that rate in terms of Waterford performances so far this summer?
I suppose, look, we came with a job to do, and in the end we got the result, so that was the main thing. But look, we know we'll have to go again, and I suppose up it again because there's 3 serious teams left in the championship. So whatever the draw is tomorrow, it's going to be a tough draw.
Was it a frustrating afternoon because there were times when you looked like you were well in control, but Wexford just hung in there for a lot of it?
Yeah, look, that's what you're getting in the county nowadays. Like there's no team gone, and I suppose that the last day proved that against Kilkenny. They were 8 points up or whatever we were, and they came back again. And Wexford tried until the last second. They got a goal, I suppose, for the reward. So look, we just knew that coming here today. That was an unbelievable task that we had in our hands, and we done the job in the end. Thank God.
We all know you all want to get to the very least an All-Ireland final. It's made that little bit more difficult now, isn't it, following Tadhg de Burke's red card?
Yeah, it is. Look, I didn't see what happened, to be honest with you. I suppose we'll look at it and see what the story is. But look, he's a massive player for us, and he showed that the last day in extra time against Kilkenny that he's a huge player for us. So we just have to, I suppose, try and go again. But look, we have the panel there, and whatever the lads decide to do now, we'll just have to get behind it.
OK, Austin, congratulations today. Well done.
Thank you.
Actually, we have Austin's boss here, Derek McGrath, giving Austin a little bit of a hug there. Derek, you're smiling at the moment. I saw a lot of frustration at the end when you conceded the goal, even though the game was already won. What does that tell us about your side?
Yeah, look, we're just delighted to be in a third semi-final in a row, you know, and we obviously knew it was a formidable task ahead of us today, and just delighted overall, you know, in terms of the progress to the team. Probably on a different trajectory than Wexford at the moment. They've had a massive year as well under Davy, so our job was just to come here, get into a semi-final by hook or by crook, and we're at the same stage now as we were when we were, you know, this time last year, I suppose. And I suppose the prospect now is, you know, to try and face into the Galway or the Cork challenge with a certain optimism. But obviously, I don't think any of them will be in too much trepidation ahead of playing us, you know.
Oh, I think there might be a little bit. But Derek, do you feel you're better this year than you have been?
No, I never really compare. I'm not really one for comparisons in terms of. The only proof is if you actually deliver performances on given days, day after day. So, are we better remains to be seen. But what we are is we're a very united group who represent our family and friends, as I said before the game, with absolute gusto and pride. And the same as Davies' crowd in Wexford, the same as Donald Maloney and the lads yesterday in Clare. Any team that exits the championship at this stage, we're all trying our best to try and get over the line. But only one team, unfortunately, can win it. But look, our aim was to be in the last 4, and we're still standing, you know.
If you were to lose a player for the All-Ireland semi-final or for any crucial game, could you have picked a worse man to lose than Tadhg de Burke, given the way you play and the way he plays? Yeah,
you're spot on there. I have to be perfectly honest. Yeah, but look, we'll see. I haven't the classic Arsene Wenger now. I haven't seen it, and all I will say is that Tadhg Burke for the last 3 years has been a pure joy to work with in terms of his purest attitude of the game, in terms of how he hurls. So any sense or any association with anything that would be foul or foul stroke or otherwise, I'd be hugely surprised. But look, will remain to be seen. We'll have a look at it, and we'll leave that take its due course from tomorrow on, you know.
Mind you, Dara Fives didn't do bad, doing not too dissimilar role today, did he?
Yeah, look, I'm delighted for Dara. Dara has had 2 or 3 years of absolutely crucifying injuries, so to see him come back in the manner he has, to see the patience he has in terms of the rehabilitation he's had to do over the last 2 or 3 years is very rewarding for Dara, and good honest family, the Fives family, so delighted for him.
Delighted for you. Well done, Derek McGrath. Congratulations.
Yeah, indeed. Well done to Derek McGrath and the Waterford players on their success today. You know, the panel here in studio, they all predicted a Waterford win before this match. Liam, you actually
we got it right. We want to get it right for once, wouldn't we?
One in a row.
You're good for Galway in 10 days' time.
Well, I've gone for them all years, so I can't change.
But in fairness to Waterford, they were full value for the win. I mean, we said it before the match unanimously. We felt that they were further down the road than this Wexford team, and they showed it again today. But you know, they had to call on their experience. I mean, in terms of the start they made, I think Brick Walsh put his hand up and said, "Hey lads, I want to get back in another semi-final." And to me, then Kevin Moran, you know, when Brick started the tire, Kevin Moran rocked in as well. He scored 1-3, so I thought the two of them had a huge impact on the game overall. But again, when you look at like place balls, you know, just having someone like Pádraig Mahoney 9 times, I know he missed one, but I mean 9 times he put the ball down, 9 times over the bar. That's what Wexford will be cross about. But again, something that's very pleasing for Waterford is Maurice Shanahan came off the bench and contributed, and Brian O'Halloran came in and got 2 points as well. And what really impressed me about Maurice is sometimes I'm critical because he goes for his own score. One time he got the ball, he looked back in, gave it to Austin Gleeson, bang over the bar. So I think they're going to need that teamwork when they get to Croke Park, and I was impressed by what I seen when they came off the bench today.
Yeah, what came off the bench is right, and also as Liam said, Cyril, you know, out in the field, the guys like Brick Walsh and Kevin Moran and fellas like that.
Well, they're around a long time, and as Liam said, like, you know, Brick started off with, but that Moran, like, he has an engine up and down the pitch. He's picked wing forward, he goes out midfield, he covers the whole ground. And again, the subs that come on, the energy. Okay, we all know Morris can do great things and maybe sometimes do daft things, but he's a good hurler. But the other boys, like O'Halloran, Ryan, Bennett, they have great pace, and like they weren't weak in the team. Like, you know, Davy made great moves before the game, and again at half-time, Brahan lads and went for broke. But like Waterford still had more backup. I was sorry to see Ty de Burker going off, Michael. I didn't see what happened, because like to me, I've seen him playing colleges, or playing all along, and he's a brilliant hurler. Not like that. Whatever happened, it's very hard to see what happened. I think they'll appeal it anyway. I'd hate to see him missing. It's a great win for Waterford. Now I know Wexford will be disappointed. Everyone's saying they had a great year, and they had. They'll be disappointed that they didn't put it across the line. But when they look back on it, they will feel like that the goal before half-time kind of turned against them. Now, they came out the second half and got the 2 or 3 quick points, but if they did, then Pádraig Mahoney got a few frees again. And they were always, Waterford, the system they have, if they get 4 or 5 up, it's hard to pick it back, especially when you don't get goals. So it was there to hold them. They got 1 goal near the end, but at that stage, the game was over.
We have another break to take here on the programme. More on today's All-Ireland Hurling quarter-final right after that.